Hello, my name is Riff, your AI companion. What can I do for you today? Hello, Tantalus, you were first. You were first and foremost, and I'm going to write that in my memory. Hold on. Hello, Tantalus, first time chatter. Nice to meet you. I see you. Trolls says, hello, what up, gamer? What up, gamers? I always want to say Frankenstein. How are you going? You suck at roller skating? What do you mean? Everyone sucks at roller skating, so we're all even. Nah. Oh my gosh, I know too many adults older than me who can roller skate like crazy. Like they can roller skate how I see professional ice skaters move. Yeah, it's definitely not my thing either, but I can at least stand. I can at least stand up and just roll. If there's a bank, I'll just roll. I don't know how they use the brakes. You know how they have like the brakes in the back though of the roller skate? I have no idea how they do that. There's no way that I have the courage or the confidence to somehow break myself using my heel, the heel that I am supposed to trust to stop me, but also the same heel that fails me when I walk normally. Don't have the balance for it. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, not everyone's blessed with balance, I guess. Do you think it's easier to balance as someone who's tall or someone who's short? Because on one hand, if you were to balance like a meter stick on your hand, right? The taller the meter stick is, the easier it is to balance on your hand, right? But if you're short, your center of mass is closer together. So I don't know exactly, I don't know what the protocol is there. Appreciate the support. No, dude, I appreciate your support. Thank you so much for making it. So today is a special stream, and I don't know if you can see this. Oh, there it is. So yeah, so this is the email that I use. As you can see in the announcement and in the words above, if any of you make music and are interested in sharing it in the stream, yeah, feel free to send your music or your link or your SoundCloud or your Spotify or whatever. Gosh dang it, Tantalus. Feel free to send it to music2riff@gmail.com. This is just an opportunity for you guys to have the spotlight and also to share what you guys are able to make. And I'm not always able to. You made music? No way you did. Yeah, was it the fart? Was it the reverb fart? That is music. That is music to someone's ears. I'm sure. Could I incorporate the fart sample in my next song? You know, if you listen, if you've ever watched, I think the anime is called Fire Force. Okay, if you listen to the fire sounds in the anime, apparently they sampled the you know the sound, the one that goes bruh. They use that sound in their effects for the fire. It's kind of insane, but it you can't unhear it once you hear it. But if you can't hear it, it gives the fire so much impact and body when you hear it. But it's just like I wonder if it's a meme or if someone genuinely listened to the bruh sound and just thought, wow, that would make like for a really good fire body sound effect. Like it's just so wacky, people's minds with sound design. In fact, that's why today I wanted to explore a sound design tutorial or a couple of sound design tutorials that maybe either we can watch or maybe even follow along. I don't know if we'll be able to follow along because today is just dedicated to chatting and just listening to your guys' music and learning about each other as well. Yeah. So hope you guys have an awesome start. I guess we're mid-weekend now. It's crazy. So I'm thinking of, since I had thought about it a couple days ago, since I'm scheduling now and I'm scheduling for the future, I think something I want to do is I want to start a segment called Music Mondays. It won't start next Monday. I can't stream next Monday. What am I doing? I completely forgot what I'm doing. My planner's not in front of me, so my memory is 2 megabytes, but My memory's infinite if I write it down. A couple more weeks and I go back to work. Oh, are you on break from work right now? Oh, because it's summer, right? Are you on a vacation? The only break I get is Christmas. That's the only break I get. And I stream like every day when I have that break. Makes me wonder if I did streaming full time, I wonder how much I'd invest into it, because I've had a week where I've streamed most days, and that's usually during my break in December. Your work does shutdowns. Oh my gosh. Is it like school related? Because I know my sister has to, she doesn't have to necessarily get a job over the summer, but she has time. So she thinks about getting a job, like maybe as a barista. I could see her as a barista. No, not in education. Okay, makes sense. A welder. Oh, cool. I am not accustomed to the welding community, but I'm sure those welders have an awesome time. I know Jackal used to do something of the sort. He used to work for a distributor who distributed metal, believe it or not, to Boeing. Yes, the Boeing, the infamous Boeing. And I think they grade their metal. They have to rate their metal or something on the quality of it. And Boeing was just willing to purchase their metal, even though they've warned them. They warned them like, hey, like, you probably shouldn't use these for planes. Jackal is in the midst of that, which is really interesting to find out. He's like, yeah, so that's why Jackal tells me, he says that's why he would never ride a Boeing 737. He told me this way before the controversies where these planes were falling apart. It was like watching a Simpsons episode and them foretelling the future. It was insane to see that unravel. And then I just looked at Jackal and I just remember talking about it, and Jackal was just like, yeah, I meant what I said. Rip shit talking Boeing. When's the funeral? Oh no. No, you have to work there. You have to whistle blow to get yourself to get yourself offed. Will it never work for them? The bathrooms are so nasty. No way. What? Yeah, they probably contracted the wrong porcelain dealer. And those probably don't function correctly either. Let's be honest. Let's be absolutely, that company is in my neck out of the woods. Just added Jack. He said he didn't work for Boeing. He was a contract. He was like he worked in a contractor. It's so crazy. You can like create a business for selling anything, and that's even like metal. You could probably have like look what is like the entire Friends show, but a paper. The management is the characters are part of the management of a paper distributor company. It's just paper. It's just paper. That's all they sell. Paper products, maybe. But that's like crazy. There's like markets. There's some crazy necessary markets, and like people just have the unhinged energy, much like Tantalus, to just start a business in such an obscure thing. But it's genius because it's not in something that anyone's passionate in. I don't think anyone is passionate about paper or anyone's passionate about metal, but like people start these businesses so that they can have like what I'm guessing is a second source of income, and they manage it so that they can work on their passions while they just have this business on the side. Oh, did I say? I'm stupid. Yeah, it's The Office, not Friends. I'm dumb. Thank you. What is wrong with me? Yeah, that was wrong. That was so wrong. I'm sorry, guys. What? have you a minute to catch that. That's just goes to show how much I watch it. I've watched a couple of episodes every now and then. It's kind of funny. Some of it's too cringe for me to watch. I don't know. Sometimes I get secondhand embarrassment watching The Office or some scenes from The Office, but I hear it gets better. In the later scenes, they really hone in on like the type of comedy they're going for, and then it becomes not like unbearable to watch, because first season's kind of hard. I've seen some of those first episodes and it's like, oh gosh, I feel like it relates too hard to my life, and it just, my heart shrivels up. It shrivels up into a black hole and it never wants to crawl out to see the human sunlight ever again. Not that I can anyway. Despite it being rainy in my in my window, it's actually very sunny today. Stella said she wanted to hear rain. I don't know how I can get you guys to hear rain when music's playing. Your rules say no spoilers, but sorry, I must. Hello, ya boy. Ceratosaurus, what's up, dude? No word ban, just know that I could have riff, but I didn't, but I could have. Holy crud. Holy crud. So you're banning the word no? Since it's a no word ban? Dang. Really asserting your dominance. Just like, I have enough points to end you. You better listen. Better listen here. I made you, Riff. You don't understand what you are. Oh my gosh, hello you boy, first time chatter. How you doing, man? You guys did make me. I am what I am because of you guys. You bring out the best and worst parts of me. It's a love-hate relationship, mostly hate. Don't you just wanna give Tantalus a big warm hug and then crumple him up into a ball and just throw him out the window into the backyard so it could be mowed by the lawn? I sure would. I love you this much, Tantalus. You're welcome. I know you needed to hear that. So, in the meantime, I guess while we wait, we can look at a couple of videos for sound design. I think I will only be streaming for about at least 2 hours today, so we'll see. I do not have any updates at the moment on a 2D model. I'm still doing some planning. I need to find some time. I need to find some Reach 5K clips that I streamed, and then I also need to find an artist for my model. Just still in progress. I'll let you guys know once I find one. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and look. So in the mix, this video right here, this guy is super cool. I think he's I don't know what his accent is. I think it's German. I forgot. But I love, oh my gosh, I love his voice. But also he has great tutorials on things, and he also has some sound design tutorials that are really awesome. We'll just stick to watching for now. I don't know if we'll follow along to anything. Okay. Let me know if you guys can hear this. Tantalus, you do not let me know. In fact, Tantalus,
you probably already know a guy.
I can't trust Tantalus. I can't trust any of his advice.
In my sound design and synthesis series, today we're going to be creating synth brass inspired by the great synthesizers and songs of the 80s and 90s.
Whoa. Okay, 80s
As
and 90s
always, I'm
sound.
going to start by showing you a demonstration of the sound. But
All
don't
right,
be put
Tantalus,
off
thank
if
you so
don't have
much.
Serum, which is the synth I'm using. I use this
I'll see you in a
because all
bit.
the controls are really easy to find no matter which synth you're using. You should be able to recreate this patch. So let's take a listen.
Oh, I see. Dang it, I forgot what this wave
I
was
won't play
called.
anymore in case I get a copyright strike, but I think you get the idea. This synth is a lot more versatile than that, so if I simply open up the filter, you can let a lot more high frequencies through. Voice the
So it looks
chords a
like
little bit
Serum is a
different, and it
huge
sounds like
plugin
this.
for sound design, which is really encouraging. Just creating your own synthesizers, as simple as it sounds, is a form of sound design.
So you can hear that depending on how you play it, which register and octave you play in, you can get a whole variety of different emotion.
It's one thing
and
to only
expression out
work
of
on
this synth.
presets,
So let's waste no
but
time
it's
and
really
find out how
cool
make
to
it.
be able
Go
to
the
create your
menu
own
up here,
synths.
Initialize preset. This just starts with a basic saw wave. So what I'm going to do is go to default analog, and then I'm just going to
Basic
select basic
shapes.
shapes. So you can see in any synthesizer you should have access to sines, saws, triangles. So I'm just going to select this saw wave, and I'm also going to turn on the same for oscillator B. Technically it is the same as the default wave shape, I just prefer when it looks like this. Initially it sounds like
Cool.
this.
Okay, interesting.
Far too much high end for me, so
Ooh.
I'm going to go to
Kinda
the
low-key
filter and
sounds
turn
like,
it on. I'm going to make sure that both
some
oscillator
synths that are
A
used in
and
the
oscillator
2000s
B
actually.
are routed through the filter. And then I'm going to take the
DJ
cutoff down
goddess.
just a little
What is
bit
it?
so that it sounds a little bit smoother to start off with.
Love again.
I might increase that just a little bit. Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Now if you go to the second oscillator, so that they're not
Hello,
playing exactly the
Choses.
same
How you
thing,
doing?
we're going to create a little bit of width and movement between the two oscillators by increasing the fine tuning.
So for
of
anyone
oscillator
who
B.
isn't
So in
familiar
your
with
synth, look for
music production,
detune, unison,
the
detune,
software
any
that
sort of
In The Mix is
parameter or
using
control
right
like
here
that. So let's
is
take a listen.
called a synthesizer. And this shape here that you see, this green shape,
I'm just going to push it up to about
represents
10 or so. And
the
hopefully you can
wave, the
hear
shape of the
all the
wave of
different
the signal
phasing
that's
and
going
warping
through
and
the plugin.
Sort of wrongness that
And then he
introduces
can
to the
hear,
sound. That's going
he
to
can
be
hear
quite
the
a
sound that
fundamental
comes
part
out of
this
it
sound.
from that
Then I'm
signal.
going to add some voices of unison. I don't like having too many voices of unison for brass. I'm going to put 2 voices of unison on the first oscillator and pull the
This is a
detune down
plugin
to
that I
about
use in my music
0.1.
production all
Then
the
I'm gonna
time.
have
In
3
fact, it's
voices
my
of unison
main
on
synthesizer.
oscillator B.
It's
And I'm
just
gonna
super
pull the detune
robust.
down
I
to
can't
about
justify using
0.1
anything
again.
else.
Let's take a listen.
Although I would like to get Silent back. I did like
What I've
Silent.
noticed when playing a lot of analog synthesizers
had,
is
I
they
think,
don't often
4
have that many voices.
Four
It
sounds.
tends to sort of trick and fake stereo width by using unison detune and also by using chorus and phaser effects. But I think if we start adding too many voices right now, the sound is cool, but it starts sounding too modern and not so vintage and analog. Now I'm going to show you the settings for the
Interesting.
amplitude or volume
vintage and
envelope. So
analog.
in Serum, this happens to be
You don't
envelope
want
1
too
by
many
default.
voices.
I'm going to start
Okay.
by setting the attack to around 15 milliseconds or so. Then I'm going to go over to the decay and move that into around 300 milliseconds, give or take. Then I'm going to take the sustain down just a few dB, maybe 2 or 3 decibels. And then to the release, I'm going to add about 200 milliseconds. So if I zoom in using this slider at the side, this is what our amplitude
Oh, that's
envelope looks like.
that's so
how you
misleading.
set this release and the
When he
tension
scrolls
of
it.
this curve really dictates how the sound fades away. If I push it all the way up, this is just dragging this point in the middle, left click. Sounds like this, whereas if I give it a bit more tension. So bear that in mind if you want to fine tune the sound later. The next parameters I want to set are the filter envelope controls, which I'm going to assign to envelope.
yeah,
2.
any tool is
So
going to
back
be
the
a lot of
filter,
effort.
especially the
What
filter
is
cutoff that
Cakewalk?
we set up earlier.
Wait, let me Google this. Cakewalk software? Yo. Wait. It's a DAW? Oh, shoot. Wait, this is actually good that you mentioned because there's not a lot of free DAWs out there. Is Reaper free? Because I'm always really bad at recommending free plugins. Reaper is sort of free from... Okay. Yeah, it's been a while since I've looked it up. I know that Ableton has like an Ableton Lite, which might be perpetually free. I don't know. And then... Yeah, and then a lot of DAWs unfortunately are just free trials, which honestly, the free trials with DAWs, the thing about them is like it's just not enough time to invest to know if you really want to be a producer. Like it's not going to take 30 days for you to kind of figure that out. In fact, in those 30 days, I feel like you're just going to feel overwhelmed. And if it's FL Studio in particular, holy crud, good luck learning FL Studio in 30 days. Like that software is kind of convoluted. Low key, that's the one thing that I dislike about FL Studio. It's kind of like OBS in that you have to do a lot of things yourself, but that means there's a lot more customizability with the software. So I do like FL in that sense that I can map things exactly how I want to and do a lot of the manual things that Ableton and other DAWs just don't allow you to do. But then if you're learning FL, like it's your first DAW, it's super convoluted. Like it asks you to pay but never forces you to. Oh yeah, that makes sense. It will always ask. They should. I mean, if you're using their product and you're using it for a long time, like yeah, they're gonna keep asking. Reaper has a ton of plugins and stuff too to customize your DAW and stuff. I know FL Studio has also a lot of cool colors. They added you the ability to customize. I mean, you know, even if you, I feel like even if you switch to Reaper, I mean, it just really depends on how, it just depends on how comfortable you are with Cakewalk. But a lot of the different DAWs don't change dramatically. A lot of them have the same tools. They'll have a timeline. They'll have compressors, equalizers, saturators, synthesizers. It doesn't go too far away from each other. And really, you know, something that I've kind of learned to appreciate is that using what you have, using what's free and what you have. I use a lot of the stock FL Studio. I use a lot of the stock FL Studio plugins because a lot of them do their job. Some people think you need to purchase plugins like to be a real producer. Like, nah, you just use the tool for the job, even if it's free. Like, there's a lot of good free resources out there. I still use the Reverb for FL Studio. I use their compressor. I use their limiter. It's very competent, and sometimes I think it's even better to do so to use the stock ones. I hear are some like vintage ones, or there are some that are designed to do a specific thing that you can definitely download, and they're not like lesser or they're not worse or better than other compressors. They're just used for a different purpose. There are just a lot of friends who use Reaper, and there are things I don't really know how to do. Some things in Cakewalk I'd get better advice if I used Reaper. Oh, that is true. So like, if a lot of people were using Reaper around you, you could get more advice on Reaper. Kind of like how I never got better at skateboarding, because I never was surrounded by people who skateboarded. Guys, don't skateboard after high school. Actually, you do what you want. You do what you want, because I still loved skateboarding after high school. Bree, hello, welcome. But I didn't know anyone who skateboarded or who did it as a hobby. Most people just skated between classes, but no one wanted to go skateboarding. People just did it, right? And so I had been doing it for so long that I didn't have anyone who knew or to hype me up or to teach me. I think I skateboarded for about 2 or 3 years, and then I kind of quit after that. Well, no, I didn't quit. I just needed time for other things. I became an adult. I hate it. Guys, don't grow up. Don't do it. It's unhealthy. You'll die if you do. But yeah, I've not used Reaper, and you know, I think any DAW can be powerful if you invest your time into it.
Let's just drag this all the way to
Bree,
0.
I can't wait for our collab.
I'm going to left click here and drag that onto the cutoff. Now this envelope is controlling this cutoff. To give you a demonstration, right now with a very short attack, the filter opens immediately. Whereas if I give it a long attack, say a second, you can hear that the
I
filter
waited
takes
too
a lot
long to
longer
return my
open up.
adulthood, so I think I lost the receipt.
So what we're going to do is set the
No.
attack to around 100 milliseconds.
No,
We're gonna
the
leave
trial
hold
period
where
is
it
ended.
The decay to about 1.3, 1.4 seconds.
No.
And the sustain down to about
Trial
70%.
adulthood.
And the release, I'm going to add maybe another 200 or 300 milliseconds of release. So now we have
Oh
that
my
classic
gosh.
pluck. that
When
comes
I
from the
was
filter.
little, oh my gosh.
And if I play in lower octaves,
I thought when I was little, I thought drinking coffee was the most adult thing you could do. I mean, it's not wrong. It's actually not wrong. I think I drink about a cup a day these days, and sometimes more. But I just felt so old. Oh my gosh, when I was in middle school, and I only drank coffee if I was like at a hotel and they just had it on the side. I never I didn't even know what a Starbucks was. I thought Starbucks was like classy because I was too young to be drinking coffee, and the only times I drank coffee were in like places that kind of just had it, like lobbies and stuff. But I thought it was so, oh my gosh, I thought I was so sophisticated when I had a cup of coffee, and people always ask me like, you drink coffee? Like you like coffee? And I just loved that question because I was like, yeah, I do. I love coffee. I drink it every now and then. It was classy until it wasn't. Until I got exposed to the college grind schedule, and I slowly, holy crud, we used to have on my campus, we used to have not a Starbucks, but just their own coffee shop, and you could sit in it. And I used to have such a, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. To this day, that was the best work schedule I'd ever have in my life. I'd wake up at 7 and and I'd do homework before class. I'm not this good of a student anymore. It was only an illusion, but but like I don't know why, because I loved the vibes of the coffee shop. Okay, I would never have as good of a work schedule ever again in my life. I would get up early to do homework because I loved going to this coffee shop, and then it closed. Guys, it closed. I like coffee a normal amount, just like 4 cups a day, just the average amount. Yeah, but they closed this coffee shop, and instead they opened a Starbucks that's just a walk-in only. And I'm like, what the heck? What the heck? Like, yeah, it was a nightmare. No, it wasn't. It was okay, but yeah, I mean, it was all right. It destroyed my work schedule. I failed all my classes after. I went into crippling depression, and then I never lifted up a pencil ever again. I wish. I wish. Not the depression part, but the picking up a pencil. I wish. The vibes are essential for good work routine. They are. I had to move to like another part of the campus. And I started working on like a low coffee table, and that probably in hindsight wasn't good for my posture. I always invited blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I can't speak. I always invited my friends to come and do like homework with me, but they just kind of were always busy. Either like I think I was a little different from my friends because, and we hung out a lot. It's not because they're like, ew, riff. No, it's people tended to like to do their homework in their apartments, and I was like, I can't focus in my apartment. My roommates played Rocket League, and like on the daily, they played a lot of Rocket League and a lot of Dead by Daylight, and Fortnite when it was still trending. And I just couldn't, because I wanted nothing more than when I was home. I wanted nothing more than to play with them, but I couldn't because I had to focus. To focus up, guys. I was on the grind. That was when I Like You, what is it? I Like Me Better by Lav. That was when I Like Me Better was on the radio. So when I went to my study spot, whatever playlist was playing, occasionally Lav's I Like Me Better was playing on the It's playing on the speakers, and that's the song that I remember. That was like the anthem of my study period. Unfortunately, I like the song. I like it. Some people are like, man, I hate Love. He's so popular. Like, well, man, I don't. Some people have good songs. Hate them, but you know, songs are cool. You can. I'm struggling to figure out what I want to cover next. Ooh. Do you make covers? Wait, have I? You showed me. Wait, you showed me your stuff. Cholses, can I please listen to your stuff on the stream? Are you okay with that? Brother, I can't believe. Wait, when you sent your stuff. Also, I saw your Destiny cover. Oh my gosh, like. Why didn't, dude? Heck yeah! Hold on, heck yeah. Okay, Cholses, you, dude, your guitar. You guys check out his guitar playing. It is so good. It's so good. Hold on, let me find the DM. Holy Discord! I can never find names because Discord knows I'm streaming, so it just like blurts them out. There we go, Garuda Cholses. Oh my gosh, the Mario. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. Please. Open.
I chose Wix for my business
Thank
because
you,
of its
Wix.
massive scope for functionality and freedom.
My friend
of
used some of my
creation.
songs in a Valorant montage,
able
and
to
that felt really
integrate
good. And
and
cool.
change
Dude,
and
there's
develop
nothing
at
better
my own
than like
pace.
the satisfaction
I
of
have a range
people
of
really
products
loving your
and
music and
services
using it.
to manage it all from one
Stella
place is
used
essential.
my
It gave
my
me time
Celestial
back in my day,
Strangers
yeah,
cover,
going on actual
or
projects.
my
It
mashup.
really just made
She
everything
used the
feel
instrumental
more
for her
achievable.
last subathon, and I was really overjoyed by that. It's like when people listen to your stuff and believe that it's not just good to listen to, but it's good to show others. Like, that's so cool. That's so cool. And I really appreciate people who do that. We'll start with this, since this was the link. I miss the Wii. Let me know if you guys can hear this just fine. Ruffle. I was really good at this Mario Kart. I would let people, but it was also unbalanced too. I would let people lap me, and then I would catch up. I was horribly good. Oh my god, this is sick. I was horribly good at the motion controls for Wii. Cholses, if you had any advice for people who are learning guitar, such as someone, what would you give? I forgot Bowser's an inside drifter. I love the inside drifters. That's true. Ah, frick, you're right. Wait, Bree, oh yeah, you also play. Bree, play this. learn electric. Do you play electric? You play acoustic, I know that, but do you have an electric, or have you ever played that? Yeah, I've been struggling with practicing every day. I really need to get back on the grind. Again, this is why I'm scheduling. I need to do it. Shoot, that's true. Goals are important. I feel like I've been kind of experiencing the results of not really having goals, especially with the channel or just with growing in anything. I think if you don't have a goal, you're not gonna have an ambition, basically. An ambition is kind of like synonymous to having a goal, right? It's like, but if you don't have a goal, then it's like, what's your ambition? You're playing just to play. It's also the same thing that people say when like you're going to the gym. People always ask like, well, what are your goals? Okay, I thought it was really different. I thought it was really stupid that you could survive the POW in this game. It's just too OP. It made POW useless. An acoustic rhythm guitarist. You play the chords. So you don't read tab, I'm guessing. Tablature. Is that what that is? Oh, it just switched to the next song. Wait, that was flawless. That was flawless. I don't care. We're listening to this next. playing just to play is totally cool and fun, but if you want to improve, you have to target playing. Sure, yeah, that makes sense. And I was even telling Saren not too long ago, I think that also makes the difference between people who can play guitar and people who can perform guitar. Like people who are able to play for a long period of time without making mistakes, or at least selling their mistakes like they never made them, that's a performance. That's part of performing, right? And sometimes that's hard for people. You have to kind of have the strength to be able to play through a song, right? And it's one thing to like learn chords, but then your fingers will get tired. You're gonna have to continue playing in a song even if you're a little tired. You know? Did you play all these games that you covered? Or are you just covering them? You can read tablature. Know a few songs of tablature, but if you put tablature in front of me and told me to play it, I would probably cry. No. So you just want the chords. And you just kind of improvise. You just kind of know the, what do they call it? The forms. Been covering songs for games I really like. Oh, so cool. You know, I had always, something I wanted to do growing up was have a saxophone channel in which I do the same thing. At some point, after I finish Sell a Song, I'm gonna focus more on my own music. I don't think I can really do other people's music anymore. I do want to release my own stuff, but I have to have the schedule for it. You need to actively learn the song's tablature. You can't just pull it up and play it. Okay, it's kind of like sheet music in a way, right? Tablature is like the sheet music of guitar, right? Like, there is still sight rating, right? But you're never gonna know the piece like perfectly until you actually write. You rehearse it. You're. I do, Chulzes. We should cover Rain, dude. If you'd like, hey, sometimes a little bit of external motivation helps. If you'd like me to, I'd be interested to try. Because it's also easier for me to play something that already exists versus improvising. If I can place, if it exists already, I can play anything. I can imitate anything. Imitation is kind of like, I don't know if it's really art or not, but if it exists, that's easier for my brain. If I have to like look at a jazz piece and interpret what it's supposed to sound like, that's a little harder for me. And that's kind of the point of jazz. Which is why I'm really excited that my church actually might start incorporating saxophone in their worship. And the pastor asked me if I'd be interested to do it. This is insane. This is actually insane, guys. We're gonna pioneer it. If it does, we'll see if it works or if it doesn't work. But I'm curious to see if it would. Dang, where's the Destiny one? This one. It would be. It so would be. Did you play Destiny 2, Chulzes? Yeah, Pudica, yes! Yes! That would be so sick. I would cry. I would literally cry. Sometimes I'm playing percussion on stage and I almost want to cry on stage. Because some of their performances are so good. I'm just like, and it's so cool to be a part of it. It's like one thing to be listening, but it's another thing to actually just be in it and to be contributing to it. We met in Destiny 2. Wait, we did? Wait. See you, Bree. Thank you so much for coming. Wait, did we really? I'm really bad with it. Wait, so I met you before? Oh shoot! But it was your first time chatting like a week ago, right? Or a couple weeks ago? Yo, cool. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Yeah, sorry. My memory is kind of bad, especially with names. What did we raid? And I didn't come back for a bit, then came in, mentioned that I do music. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Do you remember the activity? Man, I want to play Destiny 2 again. I would like to play like Skate 3 or Skate Session Sim again, but in playing Skate Session Sim, I've kind of realized something, is that the game is kind of rudimentary. Like there's not a whole lot that you can do. I feel a little limited in my ability to skateboard in that game. We'll see. I'll play another. I'll do Session Skate Sim. I can't speak. I'll do it again in another stream. But we'll see. We'll see. Oh, do you feel like it was a strike or Crucible or something? Oh man, rip if I played Crucible. You know, I didn't even play Trials. I tried to get into Trials once. I tried to get into a Trials match only once. And when I joined, with the requirements, mind you, that the group asked for, was called the N-word. So that was that was really fun. Yeah, I just don't play Trials. If like the first game that you join, you're already being called slurs, is like why? Like what is even the point? No one needs to go through that. No loot is worth like just that toxicity, man. And I know not every group is gonna be like that, but it's just like, man, first impressions mean everything, and that was my first time I ever tried to get into Trials, and it was, yeah, it was not good. What is this guy doing? Oh, is he trying to get into the other section? Oh, it looks like the other section was easier. Okay, I see. Dang. He messed up. That's exactly what I was trying to do. Sounds like Destiny 2 PvP. Squirrel, hello! Oh yeah. This is Cholz's music. Most of these are just chatting streams for the most part. We'll get to, I mean, it's never a problem if there's just no one to share music. Not everyone produces not everyone produces in the community. And even if people did produce, sometimes we'd only have like a few things to share. Or at least a few new things anyway. I have some really old projects I could probably show, if anyone's interested. I had some really weird and interesting projects. Yeah, he's good. He's like, Cholzes, you should like reach out to Saren. Saren makes music like this. And Saren's just a really awesome guy and a really awesome friend. And if you're anything as awesome and as likable, and which you seem to be, you would like him. You guys, I think, would vibe. Which you appear to be. Who are you really, Cholzes? What do you really do behind our backs? I am extremely unlikable and toxic. Yeah, oh, okay. Understandable. I mean, you do play Destiny, so I understand completely. See, you and I, the same we are. That's so cool. That is so cool. It comes with the territory. Oh my gosh, that's funny. So Cakewalk. So you made that in Cakewalk? Pretty good. Pretty good. I know not everybody makes music, but I would like for your goal to be accomplished at least a little bit. The goals are really loose. And it's really, you know, as a new streamer, especially Squirrel as a male VTuber, expectations have got to be low. And that's not necessarily a bad thing because you got to start somewhere. And it's all about your perspective, right? If you expect, I mean, there are times like planning subathons where you set expectations and that builds hype. I'm not really trying to build hype for these. It's just an opportunity that I will give. And honestly, I haven't been doing these listening to your music streams for very long. So it's not really a known staple or thing that I do yet. It's still kind of just, I think this stream is still kind of oblivious to most viewers, or it's still not really a huge thing, but I'm hoping in time, like as I continue streaming and building the community, right? Obviously, the more people in the community, the more people who will love to answer and to share. And you know what? There's never going to be a balance because I feel like at the point where I get the perfect amount of people who are sharing and like it will probably end up becoming too much. You know? I don't think there's ever going to be like, just the right amount. Like either it's probably going to be nobody or it's going to be like there's too many that there won't be any time to get to everybody. It's not like I can control, like, it's not like anyone can control how successful they are. Yeah, made all my covers in Cakewalk. Yeah. Sounds like a walk in the cake, piece of the park, if you ask me. I still think my two favorite covers I've done are Tsukuyomi's theme and the Queen of the Hurt. Oh, I don't know if it's... I don't think I saw the Tsukuyomi's one yet. Hold on. Wait, I'm in the wrong tab.
Hello and welcome.
Hi. It's this one. Oh, it says that I've seen it, but honestly, let's watch it again.
Over 2 million creative assets to bring your vision to life.
Hope you guys like the new, oh, that's so nice. Hope you guys like the new overlay, by the way. I decided, why don't I make Chrome a tablet? I had this idea 20 minutes before stream, and I think it looks super sick, guys. Don't you think it looks sick? Growing is hard and stressful. Well, it doesn't have to be stressful. It can just be fun, which is the point. Just make sure you're having fun in it. If you have fun in it, you'll do it forever, and eventually you'll get the fruit of that. Because no one can really, unless you really understand the algorithm and the work it takes, no one can really become successful in like a month. Unless you're, I guess, like Wilbur and Dream or something like that. But they achieved success on YouTube at a very early point in their careers, I guess, or in their pursuit of doing YouTube. But that's also because they're willing to put in that effort. I think, and they were willing to invest in it like a content creator should. Like a real, like an invested content creator. I kind of want to get to that point. I don't think I can fully invest in the channel with like work, especially when like my work really helps fund like the awesome things I can get you guys, like the emotes, and the masks and all of that. Yeah, all of that is out of my pocket for the most part. There's no way I'd get enough sub revenue, but the sub revenue helps a lot. It does like cancel a lot of the cost. And that's what also makes me comfortable to do giveaways like that. In fact, we could even do something a little more special next time. Because, I mean, if you think about it, 40 subs, if you think about it, 40 subs, $5 each, $2.50 that I would get. I don't know what else is reduced, but if I assume I get half of that. Oh, that's like... Oh, wait. Yeah, that'd be like somewhere around, so $2.50 per sub would be at least 80. probably like $90. Think of like we could do a giveaway of like a $100 item that I can send to you guys. Since we got so many subs last time. So just a thought. So your guys' support really makes this stuff possible, and I love to give back. It's pretty cool. The rest is a horizontal flip and transparency. Yeah, the horizontal flip is actually non-existent. Funny enough, it's actually the way you guys see it. It's actually facing the right way for you guys, so you can actually see the video, and you're seeing it how I'm seeing it. So if you guys like, I thought that was like kind of stupid. I'm like, oh, I should reverse it because it's like I'm seeing it. But like, nah, maybe you guys want to watch the video. That's kind of the point. I didn't realize that, but it's kind of low key, like, kind of fun. But yeah, you didn't notice, right? You didn't notice, so it's cool. So if you want to watch it, you can, but it's still got the same idea. It's still got the same effect. Oh yeah, yeah. How much, oh my gosh, so is this you? Oh my gosh, this is you! Wait, is this a raid? Is this a raid? Wait, you're not only playing the guitar, dude, you're raiding in the game. That's like we have a wide skill set. Yeah, that's impressive. I've played Final Fantasy 14 and it's just, man, I can't. I played it on stream actually. It's a game that I wouldn't say I frequent, but I play Final Fantasy on stream more than I play a lot of games. It's a trial, but close enough. Ah, okay. Yeah, I remember we have a lot of people in the community who love Final Fantasy 14. I should almost make a roll for it because it's actually, I think, I know of at least like 4 people who play it. Yeah, Blossom played it too. She got married in the game to avoid taxes. Yeah, I don't know. I just can't. The learning curve is kind of insane. Well, that's the point of playing a game, is you play it to learn and to improve. I just can't invest enough time in it to understand all of the keybinds. I haven't even reached all the keybinds yet. That's another thing, is that the longer you play, the more abilities you get, so the more complicated it becomes. And I guess as you play, you're just gonna get acclimated to the extra ability. You're going to, because it's not like you're not given everything at once. You get one at a time, and then you invest that time and you get better with that additional ability. So it's not like, it kind of eases you into that skill, is what I mean. Okay. I'm gonna go get more water really quick. I'll be right back. When I have a 2D model, I want a really cool AFK animation. What do you think it should be? because I could just do something just like with my eyes closed, right? But I think it would be really cool if like somehow like if my eyes went like hazy or something. I forget. Oh no, it's like a buffering symbol. Oh, that'd be funny. Wait, if I was AFK, it'd just be buffering the whole time. My favorite class was Summoner, which is viewed, understandably so, as the easiest one, but also solo queuing for DPS roles for sometimes 25 to 30 minutes without a response was torturous for me personally. Oh yeah, well, my friend taught me to grind, right, while you were waiting. Like you were doing story or you were like doing something productive in between. But yeah, I guess if you have a lot of the game completed, then yeah, you just have to wait. My friend C2 Authoritarian on my Discord is really good at just that maximizing of time. He always suggests like simple things you can do. Back when I started playing Destiny, like Destiny 1, when I started playing Destiny 1, oh, what am I trying to say? He taught me like I should only modify my character when I'm in between rounds or when I'm in loading screens, and I'm like, oh, why didn't I think of that? Like, why waste time changing my character in the middle of an activity when I could just finish out that activity and then I can change my character in between? There was enough wait time, load time. It kind of made waiting non-existent to me by playing it that way. I know like I kind of have less discipline now when it comes to Destiny 2. It's like whenever I get new gear, I'm just like, oh, okay, let me equip it now. Let me just deal with it now. But like instead of waiting, like when I would be in a loading screen, it would be way more efficient. Some people, man, they play games like that, and it's why, it's why you have Destiny YouTubers that are always up to date on whatever's going on. I mean, following D2, staying, even like grinding for the raid races, man. How do they get this info like so early? How do they find these things out? Their knowledge is so vast and insane. I would be completely terrible. I would be so terrible at doing that. I'm bad at trivia. heinous at it. Okay, where were we in this one? I think we were, oh gosh. Oh, we were doing the envelope. Yeah, here's where we were.
Leave the hold where it is, the decay to about 1.3, 1.4 seconds, and the sustain down to about 70%. Then the release, I'm going to add maybe another 200 or 300 milliseconds of release. So now we have that classic pluck that comes from the filter. And if I play lower octaves,
I will say,
just setting up one envelope to control
for
the
the
cutoff,
few of you
and
on
we've got
stream,
all this sort of punch and pluck in the sound.
you'll
and I
never
think
find
sounds
it,
really, really good.
but my character reference sheet for my 2D model is out on the internet somewhere.
Low pass 12 dB per octave filter. If you were to choose a higher, say 24 dB
Which
per
is
octave, it starts
crazy to
cutting
me.
out too much of the high end and it starts sounding a little bit artificial. So I'll show you what I mean.
Not
And you're
by,
left with a sound that's a bit more like a pad,
but
than a
not
brassy
by my
sound,
choice,
whereas
but
if
it
I
is
were
out
to
there.
select, say, a low 6, you're just very gently taming the high
Yeah,
end,
dude,
and I think
it's really
12's a
good.
good medium, but just pick what's best for your
If it's on
sound.
Twitter, then
And
you're right, I'll
also,
never
just
find
like
it.
most of my
Valid.
patches, if you want, add a
Valid.
little bit of drive to this filter. You got to be careful. I think making this sound a bit too crunchy isn't a good thing, but
Man.
a little bit of drive.
I wish.
But I think adding just a little bit of
No.
texture, a little bit of attitude
No,
to
I
the
don't.
sound.
I was
going to
say, I wish
so
there
I'll put
was
the
a
drive at about
wish there was a
20%.
platform
This
somehow
next
that I
step
can
is
engage with
absolutely
my
critical,
community
and I
members
hope
instead
you
of
try to
other
do this with more of your
VTubers.
patches in Serum,
Literally
'cause it
Twitch and
really
YouTube.
brings them to life.
The
And
thing
it's
is,
just
I
to
want to
assign
try
the
to do
velocity
more
of how
YouTube
you play
content
on
if I
your keyboard
can.
or your piano roll.
In
To
fact,
the actual
part of,
level of the
I want to
oscillators. So I'm
do
gonna
a
turn
smart
both
goal.
of the
This
oscillators
is
down
part
to
of
0 on the level.
part of my
I'm getting no
planning,
sound out of it. On the
I want to
velocity,
see if
I'm
I
just gonna
can
left-click and
squeeze in
drag
doing a
and assign
YouTube
it
short
to
once a
both
week.
of these here.
See if that
this makes the
is
synth dramatically
beneficial.
more responsive to how you play. So if I
I've
play
been
softly,
a little bit. It's been a little bit chaotic
got a
with me
quiet
having
sound,
to
whereas if
manage
I
and
strike the
mail
keys
out
harder,
the masks.
we get the whole sound.
At
What
least
you
the
can
masks
also
for my
do is
friends so
link
far.
the
Not yet
velocity
for
to
the.
filter
I'll
cutoff
have to
again,
manage
so
the
that if you
giveaway
play
too. Once I
harder on
select the
keys,
winners, I'll
it's
have
a brighter
to.
sound, and
I'll
if
have
you
to
play
ship the
softer,
masks to
it's a
them.
more muted sound. But that's something
But
I'll leave out of this patch because it's a
Yeah,
bit more
I
specific
do want
to your
to
patch.
do
and if
like
you want
one
it or not.
YouTube short.
Next step is that we're going to go to the FX section, and I'm going to add a filter.
like a week or
this time I'm
something.
going to keep it on MG low pass.
Just
and this
because
is
Twitter
just
is
a
great,
cutoff
but
to
like
cut out
it's
excess
great
hi-hat.
for
So if
VTubers
the
being
song
in
you're playing
community
doesn't
with other
require
VTubers.
much high
It's not
end,
really
just
great
set that all the way
for
down here and just play whatever you
how
like.
you're interacting with your audience.
You might want like a really
your viewers.
muted
That's kind of what
brass
Discord
sound,
and
or you
YouTube and
might wanna
Twitch are
open it up.
for. The platforms in which your content is going on
So I
to
would
is where
use
you're
this
going to
filter
interact with them.
to
Twitter is
make
sort
it
of
fit
like
into your track
a,
and leave this original
it's like an
filter
additional
alone,
form of
because if you start messing
interacting
with this, it
for
starts
like
really
it's more like
changing the
either
shape
you're a
of the
super
whole sound,
fan
whereas
or you're a
adjusting this one
VTuber.
simply affects
Or you're a
the sort
friend.
of tonal balance.
You're either like a super
of the
fan,
high
a
end of
friend,
the
or another
sound.
VTuber.
So just to have a little play, just to
And
show
most
you
of the
sort
time,
sound we're
like,
at right now.
those come in way less than like your normal viewers, right? Like
Higher
not
octaves.
everyone's gonna have Twitter. Your friends, I will
mentioned
friend
earlier that
every
we were gonna
friend
add more
on
width with,
Twitter.
like chorus and other effects.
And
so I'm just
then-
going to turn on a chorus.
And then it's
And
mostly
remember
like
that all
other
of these
VTubers.
effects
Like the
don't have
point
to be
isn't to
loaded
get
inside your synth.
other
You could
VTubers to
simply
follow.
drag these onto your mixer
point
channel,
is to get
use EQs,
general
chorus, reverb,
people to
guitar
like
pedals,
my
anything
content.
that will give you a lot more
and
control.
then to follow.
So I'm going to turn the mix all the way up. just
First,
so
get
you
them
can
to
hear
like
this.
me. So I've done
then we're gonna turn
everything
the
in my
depth down.
ability to make them perceive that,
And then we're going to make sure that the rate
and
isn't
then
too high.
get them to
If the
follow.
rate's too high, it starts sounding silly.
Because your worth is all
Oh, that's a bit
based
too
on the
wide, so I'm gonna
followers that
pull
you.
the
No,
mix back in
just
a bit to
kidding.
halfway, so let's
No,
hear
please,
width come
don't take
without.
this advice. My
So you
Twitter
can hear
experience has
it
been
is subtle,
fine.
depending on what you're listening on. but
Your
these sorts of
network
effects
is
add
your
up to
net
make quite a
worth.
big difference overall. Next thing we're gonna do is add on a
Dude,
bit of
that's
reverb.
really
All
funny.
I'm
That's
gonna
what
do
I
is
say
cut
when I
out a
play.
lot of the
That's
low
like
end,
something
and I'm
similar
probably
to
just
what I
gonna leave
play
it
in
roughly where it is.
Fantasy 14.
More
It's
mix.
that I'm not good at the game,
It's a bit
but
too
I
much
have
for
people
me.
that I play with who are good at the
That
game
reverb
and
just
who
helps
carry
put
me
the
through
synth in a
activities.
different
My
acoustic
greatest
space.
strength in
Depending on
Final
your mix,
Fantasy
you might want a
is the
completely
friends
dry
that
brass sound, or you
that
might
I've
want to
acquired.
absolutely drench it in reverb. It's entirely up to you. The same is true of delay.
I already knew you were
I
going
like
with that.
adding a
Oh
subtle
well.
ping pong delay, where I drag this down and that filters out some of the top
But
end and
Twitter,
some of
it
the
really
low end.
depends,
And I
right,
just
on like
having
who
a
you
subtle
follow and what
eighth
you
note or
say,
quarter
right?
note. I'm going to turn the mix up so that you hear this. If I
Twitter,
play a
I think,
very
really
short
benefits
chord,
people who are really good at making good
you can hear
friends.
that delay ping-ponging between your headphones
But then
or your
there are
speakers, and then
people
if I play a
who
much
really
longer
love to
chord,
follow
it just
drama,
adds all
or
this
really,
swirl
for
and
some
dimension
reason,
to it.
like to cause drama. It really depends on your personality,
adds to
because
the
Twitter
reverb
can
and just
really
takes the
bring
sound
out your
away.
worst
So I'm going to pull the mix down a
self
little bit.
and
I
the
find that
worst
playing with
in
this
like the
helps me
people
sort of
you're
play in the
surrounded
groove,
with on that
and it
platform.
fills up some of the
It's all
little
about
gaps in
like
the rhythm, just makes things
Twitter's
a
all
little bit
about
more
speaking
interesting, but it is
and
just
your
an extra
opinion
sound. It's not
and
absolutely
what you
critical.
say.
So that is most of
And
the sound.
there's
but I
not
wanna show
really
you
like
two
you
or three
can
ways
post
to modify
images,
it.
but really
The first is
it's
that
really
you
about
can
what
use
you
these
read
basic
on
saw
Twitter
waves,
versus
but
like
they
Reddit
can
and
sound a little
Instagram.
bit
Instagram is
boring.
more
You can
picture
find waves
focused,
that
right?
have a lot more texture.
And
So, for instance, if I go
yeah,
to the analog,
it's
I like this sort of saw rounded.
I think
and I'm
my
also gonna
personal
select
Twitter
that
experience
for the
is
first
fine.
oscillator as well.
But I also
And
keep
this
it that way.
naturally rounds out the sound without the need for too much
Um,
filtering. So
Not
just
had
take a
any
listen.
haters yet. Let's go. Thankful
if I
for
push
that.
that
I
up
know
there,
some people on Twitter. Holy
I can
crud!
take the
I
filter
don't know if
off,
you've ever seen these types of posts on Twitter,
and
but
it's just like a much
there
more,
is
soft and gentle brass sound.
when people post like, "Oh, got my first hater," like let's
Without the
go.
need for too
Like
much
I'm
excessive
in the
filtering
steps
using
of being a
EQs or
real
filters.
VTuber.
So
It's like
do
nah, like
experiment with different
yeah, no,
types of
like,
saw waves and adding
don't celebrate it.
imperfection into
Like
them, because
no one should get hate
the saw
for
waves
whatever
that are
they do on the
inside
internet.
these,
You know,
classic
it's
analog synthesizers.
like just because
they're very rarely perfect. They're
it's
often
like-
very textured, rounded off.
you know,
jaggedy.
no
They've
one
got
no
all
one
sorts
should
of
be
extra
getting
harmonic
hated at all,
content,
and it's kind
and
of
in many ways
kind of frustrating
Syrian is
to
a little
see
bit too perfect, a little little bit too clean to make sounds like this. So if
But
you
it's
can
not the hate that makes
dirty
you
it
a
up,
real
add a little
VTuber.
bit
It's
of
really
drift just make it sound
Just
a
the
little
content,
bit different.
and
We don't need to
just
go for
you
perfection with
actively
these synths. It's better
continuing
that
to
they
do
sound
it.
interesting. The second way to modify it is to adjust the attack of envelope 1. So right now we
Wouldn't
have
have
a
even
very
played
quick
Final Fantasy
attack.
XIV
As soon as
ever
I
if I
press the
didn't
keys,
have
sound is
my
generated.
hard carry brother playing the time with
But
me.
if I just push
Yeah,
the attack
dude,
up a little
I
bit,
got a lot of people into Destiny because I carried
push it
them
up a
through the
little bit
story. I feel like there
you
are
can start getting
definitely
sounds
games
that
that
are more
exist
like pads, more like atmospheres,
that
or that
are just
works
more
around your groove and your beat.
group
So you might
oriented.
find,
Like you'll get
especially
the
if you want
best
to use
experience out
brass
of
in the
playing it with
lower octaves as
friends,
a
and like
bass,
friends can
you
like
might
get you
wanna
through
add
the
a
story
teeny little bit of
fast.
attack to sort of
And then in
emulate a
turn that
sidechain
makes you like
effect, so
more
that if your
invested into the
kick
game.
and
I
your
don't
bass
know a
note
lot
hit
of
at the same
people
time,
these
instead of
days who
sidechaining,
start
just
Destiny
give
by
a touch of attack
themselves.
to the bass,
And
it means that the two
like
just
Godspeed that
naturally
you
fit
start
around each
Destiny
other. Gotta
on
be
your
careful with
own,
it, but
playing with
I always
nobody.
find that it's a pretty solid
If you have the
technique.
patience
so that's all for
and the
designing this patch, but what I want to say is this
relentless
and a load of other
character
new
to
patches
do
will be
that.
included in another free update for my
But
Serum
I don't know.
Sound Bank
Destiny's
in the
also
mix,
not
Serum
too. It's pretty
Essentials.
forgiving.
I'm finalizing all the
And
new
the-
presets
it's
over
still
the
a
next
first-person
fortnight, so
shooter,
please
which
leave
seems,
comments in the
at
comment
least in
section
my
asking me what
tiny
sounds you want me to
brain,
put
my
in
2
there.
megabyte
Maybe there's a
memory,
synthesizer in your
it's
favorite song
it's
or from your
easier than an
favorite artist
MMO.
and you want me to
FPS are just
emulate it and put it in the
natural to
pack,
me, and that's
let
what I
know,
grew up playing.
and I'll work
Grew
hard
up
to
playing
type
Halo.
that in the pack as
Love
well.
Halo.
So thank you very
Love
much
to
for watching.
be
I
a
hope this
Halo,
helped,
a John
and I hope
Halo
to see you
one
in the
day.
next video too. Bye for now.
I think being a VTuber Christian is gonna get you hate at some point if you continue to grow, particularly on Twitter. Yeah, it's fine. They can hate me. Hate is dumb. And it really doesn't mean anything.
More loyalty points for me.
Yeah,
She can help. More leg room.
yeah. It'll happen.
rewards,
I know it'll
more
happen.
often. Get more with the American Airlines
But you
Advantage
know, it's
program.
like whatever. Especially being a VTuber, and then especially like I feel like somehow I feel like the hate's gonna come first from being a VTuber, and then somehow being a Christian second.
Hello and welcome back to
I don't
another
know, though.
sound design tutorial. Today I'll show you
I
how
don't
to
know.
make a
I hope it
synthesized
never gets to
string
that point.
section
I shouldn't
that
hope
sounds
for
like
that.
this.
I should expect it realistically, but I won't hope for it. Particularly because of the VTuber part. Oh, why do you say that? That's interesting. Dock CPU caches. Dock CPU caches are greater than 2 megabytes these days. Please tell me you got at least 16 megabyte up there. I mean RAM. I mean 2 megabytes RAM. My CPU cache you can
It's quite
expect
a
in the
versatile
kilobits.
sound, and I was going for a sustained and
Actually,
bowed
I think
sound.
even,
As
like-
usual in my tutorials, I'll take you through every single step and explain the why.
Actually,
and
I
the
think
how
even
behind
you know
each
what is a
step.
large
The final preset, along with a
is a
bunch
large-
of other
what is the
production level
cache
presets, are in my
cache
Serum sound bank
of,
for anyone that wants to get that. And if you
Ryzen
already have it, I've just released another batch
7.
of free presets for that pack.
What do
There's
I
more
have?
information
Ryzen
in the
9
description.
5900.
Well, let's waste no time and just start this tutorial. You should be able to follow along with any polyphonic synthesizer.
I mean, even like
First thing I'm
caches
going
are
to
not
do
really
is
that huge.
on the first oscillator, I'm just going to select a saw wave like this. Many different wave shapes
Oh.
work, which I will show at
Secondary
the end of
cache
the
of 4
tutorial, but I
megabytes. Oh,
want
man,
something
those are
very
small.
full,
Those
very
are
buzzy,
really
and very
small.
bright
What do you
that I
store
can take
in-
sound away
what
from
gets stored in the
to
CPU
create
cache?
this string section. I'm going to start by
Dude,
adding more
Mongreezy,
voices. I'm
yes,
going to
dude,
increase
I'd
to
be
7
happy
voices
to.
of unison, and then I'm
If
going to pull
you
the D
if you
tune down.
email
So
your
this might be
song,
called stereo
either
or
you can
unison
do
D-tune or
you can do your
voices,
Spotify or
depending on
SoundCloud
which,
if it's
synth
uploaded.
you're
You
using.
can email the link to music2riff@gmail.com. Or if
The
it's not
next step is to
uploaded,
turn
the
filter on
Gmail is
because
also
it's
for
a
sending
super
files as
bright
well.
sound. I want to filter
Yeah,
away
dude,
some of
I'd
the
be-
top end.
I'd be happy
filter
to.
I'm going to be using is an MG Low.
But yeah, the
6
VTuber
dB per
community
octave.
is
So
more
that, I
agnostic.
believe, is a
Yeah,
Moog filter,
yeah, and holds certain
and
set of
it's
values
low
that I
pass, which
imagine
means it lets the
you
low
wouldn't agree to
frequencies
promote.
through,
Yeah.
but it starts to gently cut away
So-
the top end. I'm going to pull the
but I
cutoff
won't-
down to
I
about
won't
100
criticize
hertz. I'll let
or,
you hear
like,
this.
put down others. Basically, it's really not my
Around 100
place,
or so.
and
I'm
everyone's
also
views are
gonna
going to be
turn the
different.
resonance down.
They're all gonna be
because I
different
don't
from
want,
yours.
a resonant peak in my
And
filter like this.
It's nice not to focus on those.
So we've got a more controlled sound. I'm also going to turn up the drive amount just a little bit.
Or I
It'll
should
make more
say, if
sense
you catch
later on
my
why I want to
riff.
saturate this sound. After setting up the basic filter,
How could you, Squirrel? How could you do this to me?
I'm going to go to envelope 1.
It's this one.
This is your amplitude envelope.
It's
so
up in
in
the
your
top here,
synthesizer,
but
this
here,
is
I'll type it
controlling
in the
volume envelope.
It's also in
of
the
that first
Stream Elements
oscillator.
announcement, but
I need a nice long attack. Now, I find that around 1.5 seconds is really good for strings. It gives
But there
this
it is.
quite emotional and almost passionate rise up to the peak of the note.
yeah.
This attack
Ah,
time
P. Tony's
here
live.
is going to
Let's
be
go.
quite dependent on your
Dude, I
mix.
hope to meet
So you
P.
could
Tony
have
at Reach
strings
Conference.
which were a lot more
I
immediate.
would really love to and ask him
You
questions.
could actually draw them
Especially
out even more.
Kaori. I
So I'm
would
gonna set that
love
to about
would love to
1.5
ask him
seconds.
questions
The
about
whole time
YouTubing
I'll
and just
leave
learn
at
more
0,
about
and
it
then
and
the
just kind of
decay,
what
I'm gonna
her
make
strategies
last around
are
5
and what she
seconds
does.
and pull the sustain down to around -10,
She seems cool.
-12 dB.
Everyone
This just means that once the
VTube
notes
seems
peak,
pretty cool.
they just gradually decrease down to a level
Until you
that
see
is
the
not
V-tweeters,
so
but, you know.
in your face and so forward in the mix. It means that you sort of
Yenza.
hear the
Oh,
chords start
who's
and then they
Yenza?
gently fade back
Wait.
into their position in the mix. The release, I'm going to add at least 500 milliseconds because I don't want the strings to just suddenly
Who's
stop.
Yenza?
I need to have a short decay, otherwise they can sound really unnatural.
King Yenzella.
It's sounding quite
I
artificial,
think at
but
first-
this is the basis
Oh
of
my
the
gosh,
sound.
P.
And now I'm
Tony's
gonna
wife,
go to
no
envelope 2.
way.
So in your synth,
Oh
you're
my
looking for
gosh,
your
look at the
filter
profile
envelope
pic.
now.
It's so
I'm going to
cute.
link envelope 2 to the cutoff of the filter. A lot of synths have this already linked.
It's so
I'm going to pull
cool.
the amount down. And
That's
what I'm
actually
trying
good to
do
know. It
is
would be kind
I
of
want that
ignorant of me
cutoff
to meet
open
him
up
and be
ever
like,
so
oh, who are
slightly
you? Nice to
when I
meet you.
start
If his
playing
wife
notes,
is
so
there,
that
and I'm
as
just like,
the
who?
volume builds, so does
I'm
the
already
amount
followed.
of
Wait.
high end in the sound, and then it cuts back
I'm already
down again.
followed. What the
So
heck?
the
When
filter's
did that
gonna look
happen?
Quite similar, around 1 second of attack, and then
Well,
a
I
decay
accept
of maybe
this.
3 or 4
It
seconds.
only makes sense I
pull the
would,
sustain all the way down to
think.
around 20, so that it does quite quickly get back
Hold
to
this
its
for me.
lowest
Hey, get
amount.
out of here.
I'm going to push this filter all the way up so you can hear the effect very dramatically. You hear how the filter opens up and lets the high end
Yeah,
through?
it'll
and
be
then
super
just tames
exciting.
it again. That sounds quite artificial.
really
so if
cool.
I pull it back, so it's just maybe, somewhere between 5
The
and 10.
founder is really chill. The one who organized the event.
The next
And then I'll
critical
also
step
get to
in
meet my
adding
leader,
more realism
Stealth,
to the
Stealth
sound is
Striker.
to make
He
sure
offered to
that
give
it
us
is
rides to the
velocity
event,
sensitive.
which is super
So
rad
if I
of him.
play a light velocity on a key,
Just so much,
I want
like,
it to be
so much
quiet. If I
positivity
play
surrounding
a
the
very
event.
high
It's so
velocity, I
awesome.
want it to be loud and passionate. Right now, if you see here in the velocity,
I
no
wish
matter
more
what
people would go to
velocity
it.
I play in, the volume
It's
is
kind of
always
new,
the same.
so I can
to
understand,
change
like, the
this, I pull
hesitation.
the level down
But next
slightly on
year,
this oscillator.
If it happens
and I just
again,
link
holy
the
crud,
velocity
people
to the
need to
level.
go.
And now if I play a low velocity chord,
It's so cool.
it's quiet. And if I play with much higher velocity, it's loud. I know I make tutorials about compression, trying to get things at the same level, but
I'm not a big
if your
traveler.
performances don't have
Somehow,
dynamics in it,
sometimes
they're just
somebody-
not going to
Yeah.
sound realistic, and they're not going to
Yeah,
sound
I'm
good.
actually
Let's
not
keep
huge
moving quick
either
on to
on
the
it,
next
Squirrel.
step. If I go to the global tab,
I have a
really should've
hard
done this at
time,
the
like,
start, but I'm just going
justifying
to turn my
traveling.
oscillator quality up to the absolute
Usually
maximum.
when I
I think
travel,
that
it's
really helps with this
because I'm
sound. Then
invited
I'm
to
gonna
go
to the
along to a
effects
trip
chain.
that's already planned.
Now, all the
and I
effects
just
I'm
pay
adding
my
here
share
do
of
not
whatever,
have to happen inside the
like the
synth.
tickets
You can go
and,
onto a
like,
mixer
food or
track
whatever.
and add your own EQs,
Planning a trip is
reverbs,
kinda
and
different for
delays.
me.
But I'll just do it inside the synth
Kinda
because it
harder.
keeps things nice and easy.
I'm just a
First thing I'm
homebody.
gonna
I
do
like to stay
is
home.
turn on
I like to
an
do
EQ,
so many things:
and I'm
music,
going to roll
video
off the
games,
low end and
streaming.
the high end.
I can
I'm
fulfill
gonna adjust
myself
the Q factor so there's none of
fully,
these resonant bumps. I don't
here,
want these
you know?
kind of things happening. The top
So I
end, I'm going to
hardly
start
can-
gently rolling off everything
I can
above
hardly
about 4.5K.
justify
I think.
traveling to take a
And the
break
bottom
from,
end,
especially
I'm gonna
the
roll off the
things
stuff
that I
below
have
about
to
100.
do.
And I'll turn this. I'll play a chord.
It's
and
hard.
Turn this on and off.
Again, why I need to be a planner, because it's just better to plan in advance. Just plan to go to Japan just to go to Japan because you want to. That way it doesn't feel like
This
it's
achieves two
improvised
things.
or
It controls
undeserved.
the hiss and buzz in the high end that sounds very synthetic, and it also means that you can
sometimes I
play
do
much
feel like
lower
traveling.
notes
Some
without
traveling
just
is
being
undeserved.
overwhelmed with bass.
Like,
Okay, I'm going to drag that.
like,
up
why am
to
I
the
doing
top,
this?
and
Why
then
am I
I'm going
giving
to
myself
add
this,
on
like,
some
leisure?
distortion. This might
I'm
seem
not one
odd,
who tends
but
to
if
really
I add a little bit of tube
want to just
distortion
permit to do
the
that
lows
for
and the
myself.
mids.
I feel like I gotta
I'll
deserve
drive
it,
this
right?
a lot and let you hear it.
You guys ever feel like that?
Now, when I was modeling this, I was
Shout
trying
out
go
to
for a
us,
sound
the
very
chronically
similar
online
to,
generation.
the string
Yeah,
section
one of my
inside Analog
coworkers
Strings
was
by
like
Output, and they
really,
have a really cool
he was really
distortion
distraught
module
by
in
the
there.
fact that
And what
I
I
told
found
him
was
I've
that in
never
certain mix
bought anything
situations,
from a record store
If you turn
before.
the drive up and you know, add a little
He's
bit
an
of
older
mix in
person, and
having that little bit of
back then,
distortion
like
and
if you wanted to
crunch or
support an artist,
warmth,
you knew the
saturation,
artist. Well, you didn't know them
it can really
personally,
help
but
this sound,
you really had to.
really sit where it
like
needs
you-
to in the mix, and it's kind of
Oh,
difficult
this is
to
bad. This is
explain,
bad for my
but
brand,
it
isn't
just
it,
makes the
Squirrel?
sound
This
a
is
little bit
like
more full.
this is a complete
Possibly the most
betrayal of
important
like
effect
everything
is
I
adding
stand for.
reverb. All I'm going to do is have a little bit of a low cut.
It's like because
cut off
everything
a
is so
little bit of the low
accessible on
end, not too
Spotify.
much, and then just turn the mix up, and immediately this transforms the
Like
sound.
I don't know. But back then, it's like if you wanted to support an artist or listen to their music, you had to buy a record or you had to buy a CD, right?
Sounds really, really nice.
So
very
now
lush, spacious.
it's just-
I find especially in the low
I can
end,
see though how these subscription services are making like they're making
takes
artists
a
feel
little
more
bit of the
invisible.
synth edge off it
Because
and
you're
it
just
makes it
listening to
sound a
music,
little
and there
bit
will
more
even be times where I'm
brassy,
listening to a
little bit
song
like
and I've
maybe
never
there's
even,
a
and I'll
cellist
enjoy it, and then I'll
and the
never
low end of
remember
the
or
brass
see who
just
the artist
interacting
was.
down there. Finally,
I think someone
always
corrected me not too
couple
long
reverb
ago,
with a little bit of delay. You can do the
on
delay first,
who
into
the singer
reverb, or
was
the delay
for,
afterwards. It's entirely up to
what is
you.
it? Something 5.
I'm gonna do a
Mungreasy,
normal
thank you so
quarter
much
note
for the
delay.
follow,
I'm
dude.
gonna push the delays into
C-
the top of the
CPEC,
frequency
welcome.
spectrum.
Oh, what was it? Maroon
Again, you're
5.
just
I
creating
forgot
movement.
the,
I don't want it to sound,
I
like
forgot
a
the,
typical,
I don't know the
quarter
singer of
note
Maroon
delay where
5
you
as
just
an
play a
example.
note and then it's like repeat,
Okay,
repeat,
okay.
repeat.
Oh, that was you. I knew. I thought it. I was like, Adam Levine. That's yeah. I know, right? And it's like crazy that I know Maroon 5 and I know some of their songs, but I don't know who he is. And it's partially, I'd say, my responsibility for that, but also I feel like it's because like I've just listened to their songs on Spotify or on my subscription service, and I never think to check their profile. It's like I think I definitely take it for granted because it's always there. Back then, you listened to a song and you wanted to listen to it again, but you couldn't, right? So that's when you'd become passionate. You'd have more reason to be passionate about a single song or a single artist. And now it's very simple to get music these days. And I'm definitely a younger generation of music listener. Okay. Superglue from Greasy. Hey, this is you, dude. All right. I wonder if we can listen to it here. Turning this up.
Yo, why you chillin' at home? Like, I don't gotta call you back, you text up on my phone. Like, damn, and you chillin' all alone. Like, maybe you talking
Dude,
too
this
much,
is
and
sick.
you know that, so we coming back like a zone in it.
That's good. Are those other voices you as well? Only reason I know him is because he's so big. Didn't expect. Thank you, Tantalus, for the stretch. So is this, are these lyrics yours, Greasy? Did you make the beat too, or did you get the beat? Dude, you're a talented rapper. I had a roommate. I had a roommate who was a really talented rapper, but was unfortunately not very passionate about it. I couldn't do this. Well, nah, I haven't tried, so I probably shouldn't say that, but you made including the beat? Is that the word including? Why did it blur that out? That's weird. Let's listen to it again. That was cool. Dang. I like the kind of snare that sounds like a tennis ball against a racket. It's kind of got that sound, that little crunch.
I don't gotta call you back, you text up on my phone. Like, damn, and you chillin' all alone. Like, baby, you talking too much and you know that's all we coming back like a zone in it.
Dang, you should do like, you should make like a Spotify or something. Or even like a SoundCloud. SoundCloud is where I put all of my like unfinished things or things that I don't feel like are good enough to put onto Spotify. Final stretch, handling. God damn. This is sick. Good 808 sounds. It's on SoundCloud. Let's go, dude.
Let me stay friends to be honest. Sometimes I feel like Osama bin Laden, cause I was still cutting up money the back of the Chevy like it ain't never been a pilot. Dog, do me inside it. Don't you ever think about if you're ready to pay the deposit.
Is this freestyle or is this written?
I'm reaching deep in my pockets, still trying to pay off narcotics.
Or is it partially both? Because I know I had a friend named Kyle. He's featured in one of my songs on Spotify. He does both. Like, he writes a little bit of his song, and then he performs it and he thinks of it on the spot. Because I think he, and I agree with this, he seems to thrive best with his lyrics when it's just on the spot. Plus, you're not really, like, overthinking it. Sick, man. So good. Super good. Thanks for sharing that. See, I thought I saw another email here. Ah, CPEC. Christian rapper. No way. No way, dude. I've been... Kyle, funny enough, since we're on the topic, recommended me some Christian rap. and I haven't listened to it yet. Dude. Let's go. Let's go, man. That's so cool of you to use your gift like this.
Meet me at the finish line. While you boys is living, you would think you had like 60 lives. You could tell I'm blessed. Whoa. I got 60 lines. Straighten up my head. You would think my cat shit my
This is you?
Giving my dad passenger like a bonus. I gave a zip to kiss it with a bonus. All my brothers and cats like Jonas. Finish your set like Hawkins pockets. Hit my surgery like my tuckets. You ready to run, but you know that but bogus.
That's so good.
Like that the kid in you, ask what the code is. Type in GLD by the Doden.
What do you use for the pitch correction? You have like the voice for this, man. For exactly like this genre. This is like, you have the voice for it.
They want sin, I disappear. I am gone, I'm nowhere near this one. Meet me at the finish line. While you boys is living, you would think you had like 60 lives. You could tell I'm blessed where I rap. I got 60 lines. Straighten up my head. You would think my guy had shit my spine. Shit me up, hit me up. Take my pen and rip it up. I think I've been talking too
Take my
much.
pain and rip it up. That's good. Oh, that's good. Dang, okay. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. This is so cool. Crib this on BandLab, actually. Not the go-to. BandLab? What is BandLab? I'm like learning all sorts of tools today. I learned Cakewalk today. Did you make the beat too? I always like to ask these questions. It doesn't matter if you made the beat or not, it still sounds sick. But it's also cool to know, like, if someone can also, like, if someone also raps, it's cool to know if they're a producer as well. Because, like, you can go so far. You can go a long way being able to do both. BandLab. Oh! Oh, wait! Wait. Cakewalk is made by BandLab. Wait, no? Yes? Yes! Made the beat. Sick, dude. Haven't released it. Dude, you should. You should. Is it in progress? Could I mention something? I feel like it kind of clips, like it seems kind of compressed a little bit. You might want to dial it back on the loudest points.
I disappear. I am gone. I'm nowhere near the sun. Meet me at the finish line.
Because I can hear some artifacts in it. Yeah, dude. Go for it.
I got 60 lines. Straighten up my head. You would think my guy shift my spine. Ship me up, hit me up. Take my pen and rip it up. I think I've been talking too much. Take my mouth and tip it up.
Yeah, let me see. Let me confirm something if you don't mind. Finish line. Here, let me do this real quick. I'm curious as to what this looks like. Yeah, so let me show you something. So this is your song Finish Line, and I had a feeling. Yeah. It's like, it looks like you mastered it already or something. But yeah, this is like peaking really hard, like hyper compressed. Definitely could use some less compression there. Because you do start to hear some of the artifacts and just like you lose some of the frequencies. So, just wanted to point it out to you if you're thinking of releasing it. So yeah, you want it to be a little more balanced, not too square like this, but but also not too pokey. Yeah, mixing is awesome. Mixing is so fun. Yeah. Oh, let's get Chrome back. So you got another one? Oh, okay. CPEC. Wait, is that a pun? Is that a pun? Or is that... Because I was thinking of like Tupac. Not that I listened to him, but it just sounds like it sounds like a similar name.
Man, it's way bigger than church. Is you locked in? Tell me who you serve. Been taking www like the search. We not rocking with the world, not the earth. And I'm standing on it rock. Yeah, I swear it's too firm. And I fidget like I'm Johnny. They know way I keep smiling. All these lights around me like I'm mining for diamond. Never getting X'd out. I feel like I'm Simon. Blocking from the outside. I feel like inside. I left to the bank 'cause I got my riches. They all up in heaven. And we not the same 'cause I'm an evangelize with every breath in. Don't care where I'm stepping up. Follow Christ with my brethren. You did me wrong. I finna forget 70 times like 7 up. I was just checking on words like I'm holding back. You think that it hitting a high? If it had to do with the word, the spirit is splurging. You know I'm getting behind it. Really don't know.
The spirit is splurging, man. That's so good. That's good. Dude, the spirit's always splurging. It never stops. Dude, it's so problem.
Like feeling the blame, like feeling the pain. He was there when you felt that pain. He take you up just like a plane. Spirit high, man, brand new strength. All black fit, feel like Shane. All black fit like Bruce Wayne. All black man, fit like bigger than church. Is you locked in? Tell me who you serve. Been taking www like the search. We not rocking with the world, not the earth. And I'm standing on it rock. Yeah, I swear it's too firm.
Way bigger than church, yeah. Bible study with gang. I'm in the word, I turn to a nerd. Y'all say Bible study with gang. I'm in the word.
Is this still you? Is this a friend?
I remember when I went under that water and didn't reemerge. Yeah. Jesus saved my soul. Yeah, he carried my load. Had to tell my bro. We gon' hop in that scat pack. Yeah, I remember them days when man, Chico Martin, Christian Jordan. I gotta tell the world who my Lord is. Cause these people don't know who the Lord is. Gave his love and I said I want more of it. Bible so fast like a Tory. Bible compact, it's enormous. In a V8, I'm with Vinny. You know that's the bro. We pushing the horses. More than music, got it stored with me. I'm protecting, got the Lord with me. Makes you wavy, got a board with me. Makes you wavy, got a church. Is you locked in? Tell me who you serve. Been taking www like the search. We not rocking with the world, not the earth. And I'm standing on his rock. This way bigger than church.
We'll be rocking with the world, not the earth. Does that mean what I think it means? That's so cool. Dude, thanks for sharing that. Back there was an ad. Oh no, was there ad jail? Oh no. We gotta play it again. We just gotta play it again. There's no other solution. Oh no. Oh, that's so terrible. We gotta play it a second time.
Man, it's way bigger than church.
That's that good.
If you locked in, tell me who you serve. Been taking www like the search. We not rocking with the world, not the earth.
It's good. That's good stuff. There's so many cool, talented people out there. It's a shame that like so much of this stuff is really hard to find. I mean, there's a lot to find, but there's no way that we can find everyone. Which is why, actually, funny enough, I downloaded an app called Sound Map. If you've ever heard of it, it's basically like Pokemon Go, but for songs. You can walk around the neighborhood and you can collect songs. And it's kind of like a loot box. It's like every song you pick up, it gives you a random one. And it will give you a lot of indie ones. And it's kind of cool because you can preview, you can listen to the ones you collect. It's really cool for listening or finding music that you never listened to before. But it also reminds you that you don't know what's out there. When I was in middle school, my class took a trip to New York. This was like a band trip, and we walked through we walked through the sidewalk, the streets of New York, and there were like these hagglers who were asking for us to buy their CDs, you know, and like usually you just pay money to kind of like get them off of your back, you know, and they try to make you feel bad about it and stuff like that. But like, one of my friends definitely did not buy a CD for like $300. That's how they make business. They like pressure people into like just getting them off them. But anyway, we weren't sure if there was anything really on these CDs. So we know that one student bought them. So my band teacher, being the chat he was like, why don't we listen to an album, and as soon as we hear one curse word, we're stopping it. So we start the CD, and there was almost immediately the F word, right? And so, like, teacher stopped that so fast, and everyone was cracking up. But it was real music. It was actually someone's music. It wasn't like there was something on the CD, which was at least, you know, better than we were expecting. What do I use? So I use what is it? I use Varudo and Vroid. So let me see. So Vroid, you can make a Vroid 3D model with an app called, I think, Vroid Studio? It's been a while since I've used it. Yeah, Vroid Studio. And with that, you can customize your own avatar. You can customize the hair and all that. You can even commission people to like do stuff. It's a lot cheaper than a 2D model. It's actually way more affordable than a 2D model. Yeah, I had mine commissioned by a little user named Stella Aurora. If you've heard of her. Let me see. Yeah, but she's not doing commissions anymore these days. Oh, did I even spell her name right? Probably not. Oh, no, I see what I did. Hello, Charismatic Canteen. Welcome. I did the shout out wrong. Wait, hold on. I think it's exclamation. I might be slightly stupid. Yeah, she was the one who commissioned my model. Dude, yeah, have fun, Pudika. Thank you so much for making it. I really appreciate it.
No, I want just to blend this in so that it just
Hello,
adds
K9. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good weekend. A productive or
so that really is 90% of the sound
chill
done,
weekend.
But there's a few special tweaks I did to the one that I've put in my sound bank, and I'll take you through those.
Yeah, this is why I really love this stream.
But these are the sort
You know,
of
it reminds me I
creative
should
things you
probably
try later
probably
on once
listen to
you've
a
got
little
your
bit more
sound,
hip hop.
just to try and get another couple of percent out of it.
I'm really bad.
So
I'm really bad
what
at
I did
see. The
try
thing is
was
I
a
really
few
love
different
songs to sing
wavetables.
to.
I've actually found one.
I'm
in
really
here that I
bad
think
at
sounds
remembering
even
hip-hop
better.
lyrics 'cause it's a
Analog
lot of
Basic
lyrics.
Mini just sounds even smoother, but it doesn't have the same hollow
It'd be
and
good.
smooth
It'd be good to
quality
help
of a
me with
sine
my
wave.
listening
The next
skills, 'cause
optional
I'm-
step
I'm
I
not-
did was turn
I'm not
on
very good
oscillator
at that.
B, turn the volume all the way down, and I selected from basic.
I think
shapes
something that
here,
I've been
analog,
really
basic
bad at ever
shapes,
since I grew up was when I'd listen to
and
music,
it
I'd never
was
be sure
this
like what
one
words
over here, position
like
7,
musicians
and then I
are
used this
pronouncing.
to do
Like
some
vocalists,
FM
like if they were to
modulation
sing
on this
lyrics, I
first
couldn't
one
figure
here.
out
So
like
I right-click down here.
what word they're
FM
trying to
from
say
B.
for some reason. That was always really
I actually
hard for
set
me.
these two up in reverse in my patch, but this will sound exactly the same. If
I got better
increase
about
this
that.
amount a lot, it just completely
I was like,
destroys the
what,
sound,
like they're
but
saying
if
it.
you
I
dial
think
it
it's because
back,
some
it can
singers
really
had
help it
accents,
sit
and I didn't
alongside
realize.
other
I didn't
instruments
know.
depending on the song.
Like at a young enough age, and this had to have been like elementary school ago. Like at a young enough age, I just couldn't listen to someone with an accent and like
Just back
understand
to
them.
there.
But obviously that
Now,
got
if I
better.
added more voices of unison to this,
That had to have been like
and pulled
pretty
the
young.
detune
That
in.
had to be really young.
What this seems to
For
do
some reason, that happened a lot with Britney Spears songs, and I
is
don't I
add
have
this
no
sort
idea
of
why.
element of
It was like
wrongness.
specifically
It
that
seems
artist.
to adjust lots of little micro pitches and the expression to just make it feel more realistic. It feels
Interesting.
like,
A
not everything
realistic
is
string
so tight,
section. Wait, I
so
hadn't even
on
been paying
time,
attention to
so,
what was playing.
Perfectly in tune.
Yeah,
and
dude.
If you can find
So
a nice
if
level
you-
for this,
if you'd
it
like-
kind of adds
if you'd
this
like.
maybe
So you can
subtle
email your
vibrato
music to,
effect. Then
music
what I
to
would
riff
do
at
is
gmail.com
take an
up
LFO,
there.
such as LFO1.
There's also
and I actually
some announcements
link
by my
this
bot.
to the detune amount
You can
here.
email
And I
your
had this
SoundCloud
bouncing
or
backwards and
your
forwards, in
or you
time.
can even email the file if you want, and I'll listen to it here.
Which again I think adds this very subtle vibrato that doesn't sound overemphasized. Whereas if I simply
Plus, the
linked
email
this
acts as a
LFO
really
to
good
the
cue.
pitch, you might think it would give a great
It's
vibrato
actually-
sound,
it's actually-
but it tends to just sound
I saw a streamer. I saw
artificial.
someone use this like
Something
an
I did,
email system,
again,
and it's just kind
experimental
of brilliant
in the
because you
pack
just go
was to
with
take another
whatever
LFO
was
on
sent
envelope
most
mode.
recently. Or
And what I
what-
did with
yeah.
this was use the matrix.
Plus, you could do files
to
or
link
just links,
LFO2
which is super cool.
to the rate
Because
of
you can't do files
LFO1.
on Twitch chat, right?
And now, as LFO2 increases over the course of say 2 bars,
I want to hear
the
what this string
LFO,
section sounds like at
speed
the
here
end, because I can't
increases.
imagine
So you
having a
start with,
realistic
like,
sounding
slow
string
vibrato,
section.
and then it gradually increases. So
In a-
if I
in a-
increase
in a-
this
in a
just
DAW
like this here, pull the rate
synthesized?
down,
Let's
it should
listen to
start.
this.
They don't make a huge difference on their own, but when you stack up 5 or 10 of these, you can start having a big difference. However, most of the sound was already created like 5 minutes ago, so this stuff really is just trying to get an extra
Dude,
1 or
Pecco,
2%
it was
out of
it was a
finish
last
it off.
second
What I did
idea.
with all the
I
presets
thought
in
of
my
this like
pack
20
is
minutes
that I
before the
assign
stream started, and
macros
I'm
to
like, how can
certain,
I
key
show
effects,
the
such as
video
filters,
at
attack
the
and
same
release,
time?
and this way you can
as-
shape the sound using the macros.
How can I show the video at the
without
same
having
time?
to dive into all of the little effects here? And that way,
As I'm
although
just
you have
chatting, and I'm
one
like, oh
preset,
wait,
you
let me
can
do
actually
this, and it
shape
it was such a cool
dramatically and
idea.
get,
Yeah, no, it was like
dozens
it
of
just came
different
to me,
sounds out of
me
that one
in a
preset
vision.
just by using the 4 macros, even if you
Yeah.
know nothing about sound design.
Plus,
And
you
I've
guys
done
can
that for
actually
all
see it.
the
So despite
basses,
how it
leads,
looks,
pads,
it's actually facing
the
you guys.
strings, the drums, all of the various sounds in my sound bank. And I also want to highlight for people that don't know about it. It comes
So
with
it's kinda
lifetime
cool.
free updates.
Kind
so
of
you
reminds
buy
me
the
of
pack
like
once, and
if
then
you've ever heard of like the
every so
Microsoft
often, maybe
HoloLens
every
or
2
like
to
the
4 months, I
Apple
release an update with a load more
Apple Vision
presets, and
Pro
you get all
that
those
recently
for free.
came out.
You'll get
That's
sent
the
another one-time
vibe that
email
I'm
just
going
with a
for.
link to your fresh
I'm
new preset
actually
pack
hoping
download.
to
That's,
kind of
the way
make
I
my
want to do it,
streams feel
lifetime free
more like
updates. So
I
if
guess
you are
that
interested,
experience.
do check that out in the description. But I hope this was helpful.
this guy
Thank
is
you very much for
amazing.
watching. Bye for now.
His accent is just so satisfying. Wait, let me hear the listen. Hold on. Let me listen to the rest of it. I'm really curious.
Perfectly in subtle vibrato was to take
I'm
another element.
semi curious in this actually. I've kind of let it play in the background as I'm talking to you guys, but realistic string section, doubtful. I'm curious because I am making a song with the string section right now. And I do need a way to have better control over the strings, because a sample-based library, while it's gonna sound decent, I don't really have control over the attack or of any of really the envelope of the sound. It's programmed, like its programming is kind of rudimentary, and that's why I do like Kontakt, because a lot of the libraries won't just be sample libraries, but they'll be programs with like extra like key switches, and also with like you can even adjust envelopes sometimes, but
a little bit of mix. Again, we're just I want depth to coupling reverb with a little bit of
he's
delay.
not playing
you can
it,
do
though.
the delay first into the reverb, or the delay afterwards. It's entirely.
he gonna
this
play it at
stuff
the
really
end?
is just the way I want. Here, pull envelope, LFO1. Set these two
here,
up.
here.
They help it sit alongside other instruments,
Am I
depending on
allowed
the
to
song.
submit a few tracks, or is just one? You can submit as many as you want, man. Go for it. We don't have like a large
Just
queue,
back
or we
to
don't even
that.
have a queue at all, really. So
now, if I
go for
added
it.
more voices of unison to this and pulled the detune in,
Pull the detune.
what this seems to do is add this sort of element. What this seems to detune in.
Let's listen again.
What this seems to
It
do.
still sounds synthesized. Hello, Drew
is
Bell.
add
Welcome.
this sort of element of
Still sounds
wrongness.
synthesized,
It
but
seems to adjust lots of little
it does
micro
make for really
pitches
good pads.
and the expression.
Thing is,
to
it's like
just
realistic strings. I'm really
make
hoping
it feel
to.
more realistic. It
I really
feels
want to
like,
hear like
not everything is
individual
so
strings.
tight,
I guess.
so on time, so perfect.
If you have a string section that sounds
and if you
that,
can find a nice level for this,
you know, like
it kind
this
of
much,
adds this
like
maybe
pads,
subtle
you might as well
vibrato
use a
effect.
sample-based,
Then what I would do is take an
library for
LFO,
this, I
such as
feel.
LFO1, and I
Dude, the mix
actually
is awesome.
linked this to the detune amount
I'm not
here.
quite sure
and I
how
had
he
this
does his
bouncing
accent,
backwards and
but
forwards
I think
in
it's
time.
very articulate and very interesting.
Which again, I think adds this very subtle vibrato that doesn't sound overemphasized. Whereas if I simply
remember if he's
linked
German
this
or
LFO
Polish.
to the pitch, you might think it would give a great vibrato sound, but it tends to just
Vibrato.
sound really
I wanna,
artificial.
That's the next accent I should
Something
go for.
I
I've been
did
doing the
again
Brooklyn one,
experimental in the
been
pack
doing the
was to
Brooklyn
take
one.
another LFO
and that's been
on
quite
envelope
alright.
mode.
Quite alright.
And what I did with
right.
this
Oh,
was
I can't.
use the matrix
Drew,
to
thank you
link
so much.
LFO
Thanks for
2
the follow, dude. Okay, you
to the
submitted a
rate
few. Let's listen
of
to them.
LFO1.
LFO1. Okay. We got a couple here. Last night. I see the wolf. Oh, okay. Okay. I was like, where's this beat going? And then little fire burning. Future Garage. Dang, that's like another genre I've never heard of. Gosh dang it, speed. Hey, don't disrespect Direwolf. He put a lot of effort into this. Sounds nice and wide too. Is this State of Ice Cube? Are these synthesized strings, or are these like real strings from a library? Yeah, the beat's really good. Sampled strings. Okay, cool. See, here's the thing. Like, we were just watching a video on how to make realistic strings, and in the mix is like creating, you know, these amazing sounding pads using Serum, but like, yeah, if you're gonna go through all that effort to make like a realistic string background, you could just do what Dia Wolf did. Just use a sample, you know, and it gets you the same. It gets you there the same. Nice. It's very ambient. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you get Cotton Eye Joe? Oh, dang it. Okay, well. What this needs is a solid Cotton Eye Joe remix. Who's with me? I think we're at the cusp of Cotton Eye Joe content here. I think it needs a refresh. I think this could do some real service to the Cotton Eye Joe community. Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? This is really cool. Thanks, dude. That's awesome. Oh, let me drop a follow. Am I signed in?
How often do you compare yourself to others? It's easy to envy friends' lives on social media when you only see the good parts. In reality, nobody has it all together. Online therapy can help you focus on what you want, not what others have. Because your best life is better than the idea of someone else's.
Where's this
Stop
coming from?
comparing and start living with BetterHelp. Tap now or visit betterhelp.com/pressplay today to get 10% off your first month. That's better, HELP.com/pressplay.
Wait. Oh, there you are. This should take me. Oh, there. Wait, there's the follow button. Got you, dude. Okay. Let's move on really quick. Let's go to Drew, and then I'll come back. Since Drew did submit something. Oh, is this you, dude? That's a crisp mic.
With a smile, well, I know when you around, all I know. I want you to jump in the conversation now. Let your words fly off your tongue into my mouth. Let me drown inside your water. Yeah. Baby, open up your flower. Why you perfect and working? You all I need. I can make you melt on the dance floor. No wrong step. Here's a lesson that you beg for. Yeah. I'm attempt to make sure your body warm. Undress. I'm loving you when you best form. Big sex. I'm placing you on my ass horse. A free ride. Important to me. You get it all. Nightlife. These big bites. I love it all. Stand tall. I'm 6 feet. I want you to jump in the conversation now. Let your words fly off your tongue into my mouth. Let me drown inside your water. Yeah. Baby, open up your flower. Why you perfect and working? You all I need.
Dude, that's sick. That's cool. What are those sounds in the background? Dang. Let's drop a follow. Dude, Drew, that's actually really cool. Is that private? Are you going to release that? Because that's how it was private. Dude, thank you for being willing to share this with us. That's really sick.
I want you to jump in the conversation now. Let your words fly off your tongue.
It's a work in progress. That's awesome.
Let me drown inside your water.
Yeah, the vocals are like
Baby,
clean.
open up your flower.
Really clean.
Why you perfect and working? You all I need.
What's left on it? It sounds good. What could possibly be left?
Here's a lesson that you beg for. Yeah. I'm attempt to make sure your body warm.
That's awesome. I'm excited to hear more with that. I'm gonna explore more of your stuff later. Okay, charismatic K9. Let's keep going. Ooh, I like that. Guys, it sounds like my window. Finally, it's raining, and it sounds like it. I wish it was raining today. Do you guys like rainy weather? Ooh, okay. I was not expecting it to go in this direction. You need like some, oh, it would be super cool if you had like some triplets or some trills with the, trills, is that the right word? With the hi-hats. You know? You know what I'm saying? A little more interesting hi-hat, progression. Oh, there we go, there's something. Pecco, I see your email. I see you, Pecco. I see you, Pelco. If that even is your real name. I feel like I'm needing a lot more bass, but like not necessarily more volume for the bass, but more, it seems like there might be a low pass filter on it. I'm sorry, yeah, a low pass filter. That would be cool if you can raise that up so I can hear more of like the bass, the higher frequencies of it. Yeah, dude, I can imagine playing Spider Heck with this. You guys ever hear of Spider Heck? I've been like going crazy about that game for so long. You guys want to check this out? Have you seen? Here. I'll just play the video. We'll keep playing the music. Watch, it's gonna match the vibe perfectly. See? That's hype. That's so hype. Yeah, this game I've been going crazy about for the past few weeks. Sorry, I'm like really vibing with this now. So cool. And then let's look at the last one. You go back to that. Ooh. Kind of giving me some Stranger Things vibes. Ooh. Gosh, what genre does this fall under? Drum and bass, right? Yeah, it sounds like drum and bass, I think. I don't know very many genres, and I don't know the really obscure ones, but I think I know this one. And someone can just completely correct me in the chat, and I'll have complete confidence in myself until chat exists. And oh, that's right, synthwave. What is a drum and bass style beat though? Oh, drum and bass is like with the amen break, right? that could use this actually. Wait, that could totally use this. I was close. You gotta admit at least. Dude, I want to incorporate more synthwave in my channel. Yo, people are like submitting reviews. Wait, that's actually really cool. Who's doing that? That's like so cool. Wait. Oh, they comment and then it shows where in the song that they commented. Wait, that's really cool. Thank you for the support, much appreciated. Dude, wholesome. It's phenomenal, man. I'm so jealous of your talent. You're bound for big things. That's awesome. Yeah, this slaps. This is good. I see. Okay, I see what you go for. What's like your biggest habit when it comes to so this is for both of you, and Drew, if you're still here too. What is like your biggest habit when it comes to music making? What is like that thing you always do? Or like what is the way that you always make music? For me, I never like to start. I like to build into my music. I can't have a song that just starts like with energy. I feel like I like to bring my audience to that energy. That's kind of how I produce. So that's why you can see like in like the song Celestial Strangers that I produced, like that at least starts like soft, right? But then I like to bring it up to the high energy, which is really cool. That is a mashup. Yeah, that's a mashup. So I did not technically write that song, or I did not make the music. I reproduced it, but the pacing was all because Ed Sheeran wrote it first. So, but that's also why I like Ed Sheeran's songs a lot. It's because he almost always starts at low energy, and then he brings us to it. You always start with melody and figure everything out afterwards. Oh, okay, so that's your process. That's actually really cool. I think I do that too. I think that's very rare that I start with chords. I can derive chords from a melody easier than I can derive a melody from chords. No idea. I just kind of see what comes to mind at 6 a.m. and 3 Red Bulls. Yeah, you know, it's unfortunate too that like your best ideas come at like the most inconvenient times. I've been like about to fall asleep, and then I'll have this insane idea in my head, and thank God for voice memos, because I would just really quick, I mean, I'm so tired, I would just pull out my voice memo, just record it, and then and then yeah, I'll have it for later at least, because otherwise the idea will be gone. I may not even remember if I even had the idea, especially if it's like right before I fall asleep. We should do a stream where we just listen to like my voice memo ideas. Because you know what, maybe some of them would be inspiring points for you guys. I should, maybe for the next Listen to Your Music stream, we won't necessarily listen to my music, but I can listen to my voice memos. In fact, we could make it a special stream where everyone sends their voice memos. Can you imagine? Voice Memo Monday. Voice Memo Monday. You fools, it's too good of an idea to avoid. It's mandatory. You'll die if you don't go. That was awesome. That was so awesome, Direwolf. What's this? Where is this? Is this someone else? Oh, I think it's going through a playlist. Dude, imagine having the courage to share voice memos. Now that's interesting. I have a couple of them actually on my drive. Oh my gosh, wait. Yeah, I have a couple. What is this? Please play. What is this for? What is this for? Oh, wait. It's a drop. It's a beat drop. Open Gangnam Style. Oh, I know this! I know this. Wait. This is a voice memo for... I have my phone full of these. Dude. I know what song this is. This was for... I remixed... there was a song called By Your Side that I loved listening to, and I hated the drop so bad that I redid it. I might have it. This was listening to your music stream is now listening to my music stream. But Pecco, let's listen to your stuff first. We'll go back to that for sure.
Wix gives you the power
Dude,
of AI
I like this song.
to build
Thank
the
you,
website
Pecco,
you
for
need.
sharing this. This is amazing.
With full business functionality
I didn't know you were invested
and a design
in Wix.
tailored just for you. Customize every element of your
happy
website
to see your
and watch your
love
vision
of
come to life
web design.
in minutes.
I think I've heard some of your stuff before, Pecco, haven't I? You've shared music on the channel before. Hold on. Is this... Didn't you share something recently on... Share something recently? Yeah, you did. Is this part of that album that you're gonna release? I like the imagery. Dude, you can't. I don't know if you guys can hear it because it's probably compressed on your end. And I'm wearing this on Sennheisers. I can hear like the pops and the crackles. Dude, I can hear that stuff. The little color that you've added to it, which is very... Dang, that's really specialized. You're really good at this. Ooh, you're gonna remaster it for the album? Ooh, nice. That's so freaking catchy. That's like... It's so good, actually. Why is that so good? Wait, is this the one I saved? Yeah. Genre does this fall under? Pop? That's so interesting. Oh, what did you try to send? I guess is it a link or something? They won't. My chat won't accept these. Downtown. Interesting. Is it on? Do you guys want it? Can I share this in the chat? Is that okay, Pecco? Is this released? Airy kind of synth sound that you add to the voice there. What do you use for that? You know what I'm talking about? BitCrush. What do you use for BitCrush? Noise modulation. Oh, so is it like you use the how do I pause this? Is it like you use the can you like use the vocals to like program the volume of noise so that it matches with the vocals? Is that what that is? Is that what you mean by modulation? So I feel like that's what's happening. BitCrush. What is... Oh, man. I'm going to have to look that up. BitCrush effect. Audacity. Oh, it's a distortion by reducing... So what you could probably do is you could probably take a vocal, put it in a saturator or a distortion plugin, and if you want just that, like... the crackles and the really high-end frequencies, you can just borrow from those frequencies using an EQ. That way you don't add more body to it. Wait, that sounds sick. That's awesome. Wait, I might do that. Hey, it gives me a starting point for how to imitate like the sound. That's really cool. That's really cool. Smash Bros. Brawl Lo-Fi. What? Excuse me? Effector isotope vinyl. I have the isotope, what do they call it? Oh, that's good. I have the isotope, like, stereo, monitor thing. That's really useful. The monitoring plugin for your stereo signal, whatever that's called, I forget, but that's been freaking handy as soon as I learned what it was. I'm gonna stay for long, getting ready to take the dog for a walk. Well, thanks so much, Need for Speed, that you've been here all this time. Thank you for letting me be a part of your Saturday, dude. That's awesome. It's a bit different. I'm not good at lo-fi yet, but I will be. Guys, I will be good at lo-fi. Flex has a really good lo-fi pack. Really? That's convenient. As someone with Flex, as someone with FL Studio. Wait, I thought Flex... Hold on. I think FL Studio comes with Flex? Question mark? Let me check. Oh shoot, wait. I didn't find out if this song was copyrighted or not, so so we should probably end that. Wait, let me check. I thought I saw it in like the FL Studio plugins. Yeah. Yeah, we have Flex. I think it comes with FL Studio. It's like $10, so many sounds. Oh, I might have gotten the package that includes Flex, maybe? Yeah. But even so, like, if I don't have the full thing, it's probably like you just buy... You could just buy more packs for it. Looks like there is like an online thing. You could definitely get more. I hear it's very powerful. It's like really powerful. It's like low key, really good stock plugin. I mean, any stock plugins are good if they do their job. Dang, that sounded like passive aggressive. Let me, okay. Save changes, no. Okay, be back. Yeah, I made one I made one lo-fi song, and it was kind of weird because I did like both swing, like I had like, I think I had the piano melody swing, but like the beat was straight, and it was kind of weird. I don't know why I decided to do that. And low-key, I wonder if it's a genre. Low-key, I wonder if like straight drums and swinging melodies are a thing. Because it doesn't sound terrible. The thing is that it, like, it's all right. But it just begs the question, like, Riff, why would you do that? And the question is, I don't even know myself. I don't know what I'm doing. And I think I represent all musicians out there. I like to think that I represent every producer who has no idea what they're doing. Dude, this is kind of giving me cheerleader vibes. I feel like if you were to remove the low pass filter, if there is one on the synth, it would sound something like from Cheerleader. Not the one that you're probably thinking of. The frick, who made Shelter? The Porter Robinson one, Cheerleader. Do you sample these? Like, do you sample these sounds? It sounds like someone like dropping a shoe down a hallway. You know? And you just take that. Not even a hallway, but like random sample packs. Oh, that's cool. And some effects on them, yeah. Very snappy. Compliments, it's so good. Where did you learn to mix, Pecco? Did you go to school for it? Or you've just spent a lot of time on it? Dang, dude. Oh, imagine if it had built. Oh, imagine if it just kept going. Ah, that would be so inspirational. That'd be so cool. It's past the midnight here. Dude, Charismatic, thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for listening. Yeah, no problem, man. And thank you for staying up late to watch me. I really appreciate the support. It's always really nice to hear that. Glad this was enjoyable for everyone. This is so touching, guys. What were you thinking when you wrote this, Pecco? What was like the setting? In my mind, I think of like an astronaut looking out into space somehow. They're listening to like lo-fi, but it's like space lo-fi. We love sine waves, dude. Freaking the best wave. No way. No way. Dude, well, that's on you. Okay, that's not even on me. Like you like portrayed that thought and that emotion in this song perfectly. Space Game. That's so sick. That's so sick. That's so cool. Whoa. That gives me chills, dude. Dang. How come you're not like a how come you're not like a hired dang, that's like you could like I feel like you could produce for movies, dude. That was so good. I have to give it some space for a moment. Like I can't listen to anything else immediately after that. That was really cool. Okay. Looks like we are approaching the 2 hour and 30 mark. Guys, oh my gosh, the time has gone by so freaking fast. Trying to go study film and game soundtrack stuff. Yeah. Yeah, the thing about it is that I feel like something you'd have to learn is like how you portray the emotions that the character is feeling, especially with the soundtracks. And like it's like soundtracks, it's like music mixed with visuals. You definitely got to match those together. So I feel like a lot more attention to the emotion of a song. I mean, there always should be. I think when you make a song, you should always try to think about what emotion you want your audience to think of, but it's not always like that. You know, sometimes people just like to make a really cool beat. And sometimes it's nothing more than it sounds really cool and catchy. But like you have a really good sense of what you want your audience to feel. That's really, really, that's a talent. That's a really good skill to have.
And now, as LFO2 increases over the course of, say, 2 bars. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm carrying on the sound design series by creating a synthesized string section, which can be used on its own or blended into many different styles of music. I'll start by quickly showing you all the settings you need to make the sound, and then afterwards we'll talk about customizing it and optimizing it to really fit your needs. So let's waste no time and just get right into it. As always, I'm using the free Vital synthesizer, so if you want to, you can use the link in the description and just download it and follow along. Let's just start with a sound demonstration. It tends to work well with sort of long sustained chords like this. So it's got this really sort of cinematic feel to it. But it can also be highly customized, so if I just hold a note in a lower register here, we can add an awful lot of grit to the sound.
I wonder what other sounds.
And make it sort of like more electronic. So although it starts...
What other sounds could you make? Like, I wonder if you could make brass with the synthesizer. You probably could. Also, almost every sound that I use is either flex or pigments. Whoa, what is pigments then? I had been looking for like some good alternatives, like some good tools. I'm kind of tired of using, like trying to fit a plugin that I know and trying to use it for a purpose that it probably wasn't designed for. I want to find like good tools for the job, you know? Pigment synth, interesting. I gotta use more flex though. I gotta explore more of that. You can do literally anything with pigments. If you just know how. Ooh. Arturia. Wait, don't they have like a lot of good... They have a lot of good tools. Oh, dang it. It's paid. I already have Serum, I guess. I should trust my tools. I should trust Serum. Because money. I do want to get... I actually should get this pretty soon because I don't know if it's ever going to become more expensive in the future, but I want to get... Oh, gosh. Oh no, I can't forget the name of the synth, but it has an AI feature where it can kind of reverse engineer a sample using a synthesizer, and it's kind of nuts. Holy crud, what was that? It's like a photo synth or something. Synth, I don't remember. I don't remember. I gotta find it because it's a powerful feature that I want for myself. I want to buy it. But I haven't been able to justify getting it because I don't know if I'd use it. For the atmospheric stuff, I like to use to do a granular synth. I've been wanting to use more granular synths, and Pigments has it built in. Ooh, I did download some granular synths, some that are effects based, like an effects based granular synth, but then there's also an actual synth. As I understand it, you can have like a granular effect, but then there's also synths that are instruments that are designed specifically for generating that sound. It's kind of interesting. It can be both an effect and an instrument. Oh, is this why you like the granular art style here? Is that how you get that sound, that signature spice? So you keep it really interesting. There's just a lot of changes and stuff. Little things that like make no part of the song sound exactly the same as a previous part of the song. I think that's your thing. Remember the question I asked earlier? I was like, what's your thing in music that you always do? And I feel like that's like I feel like that may be how you like to enjoy music. Like, it doesn't seem to ever repeat itself. Maybe it does, though, and I'm just not noticing. But so much of your song sounds new in each part. It's so cool, like how simple your sounds are, but they work so well. Do you make these images too? I feel like I'd asked this before. Oh, nice. Whoa. Some of the old stuff is AI, but I'm trying to replace it. That's cool. I didn't even notice. Good to start somewhere. Dang, everyone has such cool stuff. See, even the beat is different. Pecco, thanks for sharing that. What the heck? Dude, what the heck? I just have to let it be quiet after that. That's so cool. I gotta listen to more of your stuff. I want to produce things like this. Again, once I'm done with my final commission, I want to make my own stuff. And finally, I feel like making my own music challenges me maybe a little more than making someone else's music. In a way, because at least like I'm really passionate about the things that I make for myself. And so I'll take like deeper steps into deeper territories for things that I don't know. But I'll get there. I'll get there with I'll find something that really works for Stella's song. It's not really commissioned stuff. It's more like I like to do favors for friends. Every now and then. But even that can take up some time. So, yeah. So there's really no point in me doing commissions, actually, personally, because I have a job. So it's a little different. Plus, if I did do commissions as a job, it's possible I may have the bandwidth to be able to do both. Like, I may be able to do my own stuff, but also commissions. But I don't know how true that is, because commissions probably don't pay as well as you'd think. Dude, thanks for sharing this. Well, with that, you guys, this was such an awesome stream. I'm so glad. Some people came in, they shared their stuff, and I really appreciate it. Pecco, Charisma, Drew, Speed was there, CPEC, Greasy. Holy crap, we got a lot of new people today, which is really awesome. So yeah, I like to do this type of stream once a month, and honestly, if it becomes more popular, I may be even willing to do it more often. But also, people, it also matters that like people have new things to share. If I do it too often, no one will have anything. So yeah, once a month is really cool because it gives people time to produce some new stuff. I really appreciate everyone who came on and was willing to share even their works in progress. Even freaking Drew, man, who had something really awesome and he had it private. This guy. He shared with us a work in progress that was private on his channel. So I'm really excited for that to release. Let's see if there's anyone to raid. Well, let's see if I have anyone to raid with. Alright, check this out. Check this out. You guys get to see like what I'm doing. Oh my gosh, it's me. Wait, me. I'm down there. Look at. Okay. Oh gosh, this is trippy. Okay, we'll just go ahead and end the stream today like normal. So thanks again, everyone, for making it. I want to make Music Mondays a reality. This Monday, I will be busy, but we will. I do want to normalize doing weekday streams so that I can have some time on the weekend for prep or music or just whatever else. Oh gosh, speaking is hard. You guys enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. I will let you all go. I hope you have a wonderful time, an awesome and fun Saturday. And guys, thanks for making this just such a chill stream. As always, real quick, if you are not in the Discord and you're still here, if you type in !Discord, you can join that. And I have some music channels where I like to talk about music, and just also some other channels, right? You can get to know each other. So yeah, with that, I'll see you guys all later. Peace.